Hey Twitch, how you doing?
Hi.
Twitching the night away.
A minute ago, we had a lot more
Hello,
boobs.
lovely.
I think it got cold for everyone. Kevin, boobs, please.
I'm not allowed. It's Twitch. I would. You know, I totally would.
Actually, we have found as long as it's not done in a erotic way. So we're guys. I think we fail
no
on
one,
that anyway.
No one could really consider my boobs erotic, but
Those are pale and pasty. Don't touch them. That's erotic.
I don't know. That's kind of erotic.
Oh.
In a pasty way.
Okay.
I'm not touching them. My hands are just in front of them. You know, there's air going on here. It's all strict within the rules.
Okay. You're gonna put my tongue out. Eye out. I don't know why I cough. Oh, and we'll be on air with the radio stations also in about 20 seconds. So for YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, click like, share the video, and check out our others. It's a 3-hour show. Don't pray. Oh, okay, hold on. We're going. Stop talking. Where am I? And welcome to Monday, October 9th episode of Talk of the Tavern. Horror genres and the real-life counterparts. And we have one of each here in our studio, bar, pub, dance club tonight. We're going to start with Getting Jiggy with Andrea D'Amico of Night Owl Creations.
Oh, hi. I have
boobs.
Wicked.
I
have those too.
Do you want to show those off? That's our vice tonight.
Maybe later. Okay. It's cold right now.
Yeah.
Wicked Grove apple cider. Hard cider. It's wickedly good. I like it.
It's actually really good for a cheap one, isn't it?
And I was watching the trailer, and Justice League comes out November 17th. I'm very, very excited.
And Thor Ragnarok comes out like a week or two before it, I believe.
Oh, God, yes.
And that looks, they've got another trailer out for that, too. Okay. See, I just got an email notification that our event starts in 1 hour time on Twitch. And I'm like, no, because I just started it.
Wrong time zone, probably.
I guess so. I'm going to have to go check the time zone. Glad I sent a reminder. And who else do we have? We have the Horror of the Night, Kevin Crew.
Why, thank you very much indeed. Yes, stalking the Victorian streets like Jack the Ripper. Wahaha.
Victoria's got your own streets?
This evening, I shall be drinking coffee in an effort to stay awake, because it's the witching hour and beyond here in the UK. And I will be smoking hand-rolled drum tobacco.
How very exotic of you.
Not really.
And then we have his in-real-life counterpart, Ed Summers.
What up, people? I missed y'all last week, man. I cried. Couldn't be
No, we missed you, Ed, man.
It was just awful.
Cat joined us on Twitch.
Shit, I was sleeping, man. That was a long drive. I am drinking Macallan's 12 double cast.
Nice.
And smoking, vaping rather, Thai tea.
What? Tai Chi?
Thai tea.
Oh, Chai tea. Dyslexia. I went with Tai Chi. And then the heroine of the show, who's going to save us all from this, Victoria Schultz. Which, by the way, in my younger years, my teens, Victoria was one of my favorite female names.
Ah, you have queen fantasies?
Like Queen Victoria, or being queened, or being a queen. There's really 3 directions I can go.
Or like Freddie Mercury and Queen.
Oh,
yeah.
There we go.
That's all kinds of possibilities on that.
We're at a crossroads here.
I mean, I did like Victoria's Secret underwear because my initials were on it all the time.
Oh,
VS is everywhere. So. Yeah.
No, your underwear.
Yeah. I like having the name there. Yeah.
Nice. That's why I like BVDs.
And it comes handy if you've got a stranger in the bedroom too, because then if the lingerie's there, the name is there, so they won't call out somebody else's name. Hopefully.
Yeah, and they know.
But anyway,
it's not theirs.
As if men pay attention.
What are you drinking, smoking, or any other?
Oh, I have tea down on the floor here that I'll drink it a little bit. I might throw in a couple shots of Crevassier just to get a little happiness going.
Hell yeah.
That's the Cavassier.
And I do have water just for water's sake. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Sometimes it's a good thing. Got to stay hydrated.
Absolutely. Okay, and I am Travis Sivart, the host, and I am drinking also. I got rid of the bottle. What's it called again? Wicked Grove? Yeah, Wicked Grove.
Cider.
Hard cider in my National Lampoon's squirrel glass there. So there we
We
go.
can't see that.
No, you can't, but the viewing audience can. They're on a different camera. So, and then what else do I have?
Squirrel.
I have a Coke Zero. I have a thing of water.
What does your Coke Zero say?
Oh, it says holla.
Holla.
I'm drinking with holla. And then I have a chimney straight full of autumn evening, and I have fruit. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. Anyhow,
Yeah.
anybody else? Anybody have anything interesting happen the past week? Wait, I know our guest did.
You're the guest. What happened?
Yes. The book release or the British guy that came over 2 weeks ago? Or
If it's 2 weeks ago, it's not that one.
okay, no, okay. No, yeah, I
Which
was
is
just
it? No, yeah.
wrapping up a Well, you were on air when it happened, but then anyway.
When he came?
You're having
2
sex
weeks
to
ago,
talk
but
of the
anyway.
tavern?
Nice.
All the classy people do.
No.
Good
no,
evening to all
I
of you out
did
there
cut
striking
out.
one out
It was,
tonight.
I think it was the feta show was on, and I just happened to mention something about liking younger British men, and I was dating someone at the time. But anyway, so but this last week I have been.
So hold on, wait,
editing...
hold on. We're not done with that yet. So
Okay.
you mentioned liking younger British men. Now, did that create the dating or did that end the dating? Was the show the impetus or the exodus?
No, that has always been there. I've always
No, I mean
had the
getting
cougar
one,
thing
not liking
going.
one.
Always like, always had the cougar thing. Always had the British thing. If it happens at the same time, it's like winning the lottery.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
I
so,
love British cougars or houseboats.
So, but the show was on, and he happened. I had started just seeing him, and things progressed after. Well, the show was on, but I had to leave the show early so I could have things come on.
Let me give you a point of advice. You do not have to turn us off when you get turned on. Just so you know.
Hell no.
And hello
That's
to Jamin, Kat, and Ian. Thanks for joining us tonight on Twitch. Okay,
Hey everyone.
now we had something else besides. Now, did the thing with the young British man end?
It did.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin.
What can I say?
Yeah, I had probably 15 years on him, but that's okay. I try and set a 10-year limit, but as I get older, I go to 15, I think. It's just, I don't want to be, it gets a little weird if you start dating somebody that's like the age of like your nephew or somebody else's son that's a good friend of yours. And I don't go that far, Mrs. Robinson.
Whatever.
So,
Not
yeah,
yet.
but he was, yeah, not yet, yeah.
Yeah, just wait till you hit 35.
But yeah, he was lovely. Just, he's a musician. He was moving around a lot. So it's,
Oh my
Yeah.
God, he's not Victor.
I mean, he
the
moved
bully,
around
is
a
he?
lot that night too.
It's not Victor
Yeah,
the
I'm
bully,
sorry.
is it? It's not one of the. Okay. Because man, I'd want pictures of that because they're adorable. Okay, so what you do?
I mean, I sent him a few pictures, but
You sent Victor and the bully a few pictures?
no, the British guy.
Oh,
but they
okay.
weren't anything. Yeah, they were. PG.
Well, the night is young and there's tequila in your future. So. I believe it was tequila that you quoted.
No, I don't think
No,
that's what she said.
Cavassier? Oh, that's a cognac.
Cavassier.
Yeah.
It's classy.
Okay, so this weekend, what?
I finished editing a book, and it will be coming out by the 15th. The official publishing date is Tuesday, but it is a culmination of a vampire series that I've been working on for 5 or 6 years. I started writing steampunk, and I had this idea of looking at, vampires. Everybody does vampires, well, or you want to,
Yeah,
but
I'd like to do
a lot of writers. Yeah. Yes, hey, I'd go the other way for Celine, but I wrote it from his will as my vampire. I wrote it from his perspective, and really, there's 10 complete different stories, and you think about, how do you keep from eating your best friend? How do you, are you able?
I don't.
Yeah,
don't.
If she's willing, I don't.
Yeah, how do you live? I mean, do you hunt in order to stay alive? You have to feed. Are you going to feed off animals? Are you going to feed off humans? So the 10 stories, and they're all completely different, explore different aspects and how he lives, how he was turned, how he just gets along in real life, and usually the easiest way to do that is be a doctor, because you're in a hospital, you're surrounded by blood, but how many times can you be tempted by all of that? You see the blood there. So it leads for some comical situations. It leads for some serious situations. Do you play God? Do you turn some people that are dying, give them a chance to live? So explore all that in the books. There's some eroticism. There's some humor. There's some drama. It's like a variety pack of, the day in the life of a vampire. Lifetime, 500 years. So I'm excited to finally be putting it out. It's just taken me forever to get around to doing it.
Hold on a second. I'm going to tell all the Facebook people to come join us on Twitch.
Oh,
hey, Facebook people, come join us on Twitch.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna say, Kat is eating cheesecake and not sharing it with any of us.
How come she put it under the drink thing? Maybe she's drinking cheesecake.
Maybe she's drinking cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Ian's having iced coffee with a house blend. And who else? Somebody else.
Kevin.
Janine Eckhart Graybill is having water. Boo. Boo.
Oh,
boo.
By the way,
Boo.
I saw that Edward Von Hegner posted, but I also noticed that he joined Twitch, so we might expect him over here on Twitch tonight, too.
Yay!
So,
Awesome. That'd be cool.
that'd be awesome.
And he is also having water.
I don't want to start anything here, but Kat did say that she'd share a cheesecake with me.
But no one else?
Well, to be honest,
Kat.
I've yet to ascertain what flavour cheesecake and negotiate the logistics of shipping it 3,500 miles.
I'm guessing it's
So you could,
cheese and
you
cake
could
flavor.
still be in with a chance. Cheese and cake.
Yeah. That'd be the
What a
flavor, right?
crazy concept.
I don't know. That's a piece of tobacco. I'm chewing tobacco.
Ew.
Real quick, want to say we're broadcasting from the beautiful Retro Daddy-O in Williamsburg, Virginia, where you can get all your old and new nerdy needs. And this Friday, if you are in Virginia, North Carolina, Iowa, come on out.
Friday the 13th.
Friday 13th. They're having Billy Jack, Hillbilly, Blue or Jazz, and musical selections from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Hold on. So they're going to have a live band performing music. And then they're doing a viewing of it. And there's free coffee with the cover charge of $10.
Speaking as a man who has attended Piccadilly Theatre in drag to watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I heartily endorse this event.
Did you say heartily or hardly?
Both.
And I'll post it over here to the Facebook event page for everybody.
Hey, since we are broadcasting on Halloween, Everybody should dress up.
I thought we were doing it the day before.
I thought Halloween was on a Monday.
Tuesday.
What?
They moved it when you weren't looking.
Yeah.
Apparently.
It happens.
What are you doing, Kevin?
Look, it's Slim Shady.
Doing this.
Yo.
More Vanilla Ice, I'm sad to say.
I like to celebrate Halloween as much as I can. 3 or 4 parties, probably, hopefully.
It's Jen from Retro Daddy-O has her Halloween tree set up. So it's an evergreen with a witch's hat and like bats on it and orange and green balls. It's just like my uncle.
It's a Batman screen.
Poor uncle.
Yeah, he wasn't rich, otherwise he wouldn't have had those problems. By the way, Kat says it was caramel chocolate turtle, Kevin. Just the cheap kind from Walmart, which I personally like better than Cheesecake Factory.
See, I like caramel. I like chocolate, but I'm not sure what turtle tastes like.
A little chewy.
Yeah, it usually has caramel and nuts.
Quite leathery.
It goes down.
Wow.
It's turtle.
Wow. So she was eating an uncircumcised black man?
Wow.
I don't know, Ed. Are you circumcised?
Well, yeah.
No, I'm not.
You're welcome. Ian says, The Hunger by Rita Shriver handled modern assimilation as she progressed through the centuries. Really enjoyed the science aspect as well. So, but we'll get more into that in a little bit here. Oh, hold on. Hannah is answering in random places. What are you doing, Hannah? Okay, listening. Having trouble finding the Facebook event page. Just go to here. Yeah, I posted the Twitch one instead. The Facebook event page, if you ever can't find it, go to the Talk of the Tavern page and click on events.
It's just that simple.
I'm that simple.
Yeah, you are.
But there you go, Hannah. You can get over there. And also, like I said, you're welcome to join us on Twitch. You don't have to be on camera. Only we do. But you get a streaming chat. Okay, so who else? I think Kevin had something go on this week.
Yeah, it's my wedding anniversary. In fact, about 1 hour and 15 minutes into my wedding anniversary. 7 years, very, very, very happily married today.
Yay!
You know, this is
Happy anniversary to my beautiful wife, Emily.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to bring her down and show her?
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't think she'd be too keen if I just went, hey, honey, it's 25 past. It's 25 past 1 in the morning on our. Quite possibly.
I think this is quite possibly worth the risk.
See, now, I would agree with you, but the end result would be that you would have to do at least the next 5 or 6 shows without me, possibly longer, depending on my body's rate of healing.
How long it takes that wiring in the jaw to be removed.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, things from last week that we meant to discuss and that we missed. It happened that Victoria Schultz had a birthday a few days ago.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That would have been something you think she mentioned with what went on in the past week.
I totally forgot about it until Kevin said something.
we like started to mention the birthdays. Matt Carell also had a birthday in the past week, and he was on the show.
Carell?
Yeah.
See what happens when you're not here, Ed.
We lost Ed. Oh, there's Ed. Okay, Ed's back.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
We forget about birthdays when you're gone. You keep us organized.
And my buddy Frankie Getz from the Fat Boys, he had a birthday too. So happy birthday to those folks that we missed, including you, Victoria. So sorry. I'll apologize to you personally on behalf of all of you.
Thanks.
I welcome the birthday wishes. Every day above ground is a good one.
And some days underground is good too. If you find diamonds or gold or
we're in the underground. Look at the sign behind Travis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're in the underground if you're stuck in a tube with a real hot guy.
Yeah. So Ed, you have anything?
If you're stuck on the tube with a real hot guy.
If you're stuck on a hot guy's tube?
Yeah.
That could be very good. Sorry, that was too obvious.
So Janine says Von Hegner and her are drinking water together. Is it like one glass, two straws? Oh, that sounds like a bad video, doesn't it?
Yeah, that sounds like one of those links you get in an email that you're too scared to open.
Hold on, Victoria's playing with chains.
The thunderstorm is rearing up, so I am a certified weather spotter. So when I'm working, I'm not officially spotting, but I am such the weather nerd that yes, I'm opening the window so I can see what's going on, and it's pretty sweet. I'll probably turn that direction, so I may turn down the light. I don't know. I'm afraid I'll lose you guys in a second.
There we go.
There's a lot of reflection. That's
McDonald's right there behind you. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Can you see? Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really. People are like, you don't live there. Oh, yeah, I do. But I was telling Kevin, my rent's out the ass. So, the view.
Wow. So you pay shit for rent.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
The view is stunning. Yeah. It never gets old, but it does get fucking expensive every once in a while. But yeah.
Yes.
Anything happen in your world this week?
Yeah, I did not go on vacation. My wife's sister passed away. Some of you heard. I know I kept that a little quiet. And I did hear from some of you. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you.
Wasn't me.
We had to make a 15-hour drive to Jefferson City, Missouri. I waved at Cat Teller as we were going through Ohio, and I also waved at Victoria as we were going through St. Louis. Neither one of them waved back. I don't understand.
Honestly.
So on the way back home, I didn't wave at either one of them. But the biggest thing that happened to me this week, today, I finished the floor in my office. I am back in my office. I'm so fucking happy about that.
Yeah. Woo! New floors. Did you break them in yet?
Not yet. Later.
Somebody's laying wood.
We're gonna do all the rooms once we get all the house finished. We're gonna do all the rooms all at one time.
Now let me ask you: are you gonna go to climax in every room, or are you just gonna be like put it in, move to the next room, take it out, move to the next room, put it back in?
To make it official, you have to go to climax in every room, dude.
Okay.
So do you have to be in the other room too?
Can you do it quicker by each finishing in a different room?
I'm at it. No.
Maybe stand in the doorway between two rooms.
Like a leg either side.
And by the way, Jamin Skipper has finally been able to join us after being deported to some tropical island. I don't know.
Oh, harsh.
Yeah, man.
Deported?
No, I don't actually know that. I'm just making shit up because it's more interesting than saying I don't know where he was. Thanks for spoiling it. And Kat is being apologetic to Ed.
Yeah, because she didn't wave back because she was in Indiana. I couldn't see you in Indiana. I was in Ohio.
So what about you, Andrea? Anything cool this week?
Thanks for asking. I just remember yesterday. Oh, wait, Saturday. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it or just be amazed by it?
But Saturday was the Fall Fest for Montrose, a little town that I have my new job in at the newspaper. We set up a tent, watched the parade. Very interesting. I made hula hoops for kids' games, and this one little boy, he couldn't have been older than 2. He would not put the hula hoop down, so I let him keep it. He was very happy. Made my day.
Aww.
Awesome.
Hoop
I'm
loving.
going to talk about tomorrow what we did yesterday. We went and saw Patsy and the Country Classics. They do Patsy Cline music and old country. It was really good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Love Patsy Cline.
Now this was. So she kind of took you through a journey through the 50s and 60s, a little bit into the 70s of country music, touching on people like Patsy Cline had engaged with, worked with, wrote songs with, etc. So she did have, male vocals also. So you got anywhere from Johnny Cash to Tammy Wynette to Loretta Lynn to Reba McEntire to Merle Haggard, etc. And I am not a big older country fan, but I really enjoyed the show because this 65-year-old woman was up there dancing and singing and had such great energy and personality. And a great little tidbit of this story is in 2014, she decided, since she had hit 60, so I guess she's 63 now or something like that, the age of elegance, she was going to enter the Miss Senior Virginia pageant to promote the band. She didn't care if she won, and she went and performed a Patsy Cline song, actually, and she won. And then they're like, well, now you got to go to Atlantic City and perform for the Miss Senior USA. And she went to, again, might as well keep going, promote the band, and she won.
Sweet.
And by the way, she was a beautiful woman. She was definitely a woman that you looked at and went, you look great. And then, of course, her charm and personality on top of that. Oh, a guy I've known since I was 5 years old has just joined us, if I'm not mistaken, on Twitch.
Okay.
Well, hello, old friend of Travis's.
His name would be Chris.
Hi, Chris.
So, yeah, there we go. But he has Treth, which is his Dungeons & Dragons character name from the games we used to play, 73. But, that's right, I was born in 71. He was born in 73. That's him. Haha. Projecting.
Aha!
I'm like fucking Sherlock's stupider cousin.
That was exactly what I was just going to say. That was very Holmesian of you, like, aha, Watson, the game's afoot.
Hey guys, Eureka! I have an itch. Touch me here.
Pass my cocaine.
Your croquette? So,
if you like.
Now he could join us. That's great. I don't think he's listened to but like 3 minutes of one show previously.
Well, he's not going to start now. 20 seconds and go on.
Tick, 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 tick. Okay, let's do a song and come back with the actual topic, horror genres and their real life counterparts. Now, to be clear, who's ever listening on the radio stations, Radio Real, White Party Radio, you're going to hear the music. Anybody listening on Twitch, you get to hear us bullshit.
You're going to hear
and watch us go pee.
Oh, yeah.
You get to see us leave to go pee. Hopefully nobody's going to pee on camera.
You have to pay extra for that.
That's a separate channel. That's Talk of the Tavern late night. Right, where's my
After dark.
TV.
Oh, now, the first song is I Put a Spell on You, and I had multiple versions to choose from, and I chose Nina Simone. So here's Nina Simone with I Put a Spell on You.
Yay.
Cool.
Yeah, as opposed to Marilyn Manson, which is actually a favorite version of mine. And I want the Hocus Pocus version. That's the version I really want.
That's what I wanted him to play.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got that going. And we can keep...
Is it playing?
It's playing. It's playing. Are you going to eat your soup? Okay.
Oh, I made little faces go across the screen.
You did. How many did you put up there that made it explode? 3. Nice. Okay, so we know it takes 3 to blow its wad.
Menage a trois. The only French I kind of like.
I like French bread.
Oh, I like that too.
To dip in my soup. Yep, somebody's vibrating.
That's not me.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Good job, Ed. Okay, so yeah, we got 2 minutes before we come back, so we get to keep ourselves and them entertained. I want to explain to our Twitch viewers about bits. And Andrea was going to explain it because she actually went and purchased some last week, and you can throw bits at us.
What you call me?
So many things.
Yeah.
Where do I start? So bits, she got 500 for $3.50 or something like that. And essentially, if I'm not mistaken, we make a penny a piece off them. The show makes a penny a piece off them. So when she threw 100 at us, the show made $1. So it's a way to tip any shows that you enjoy on Twitch. And by that, I mean us. really, just us.
Yeah.
And show us support. And what, Kevin?
I was just going to say, get your bits out for the lads.
Yeah. Well, if you scroll down below the video, you'll see top toasters. And that's the people who have tipped us the biggest amount of bits. And right now, Andrea is at the top of the list. Matricula is number 2, and we don't have anybody else. So even if you throw a penny at us, you get on that chart right now. God, I just begged for a penny. How sad. How much longer in this
Penny
song?
for your thoughts.
Shit, they don't even pay me that much. I give it to them.
You weren't begging for a penny. You were just pointing out in a clear and logical fashion that there is now finally a nice, easy way to pay us.
To fling
Exactly
change at
what
us.
we've been due for a long time. Yeah, throw your spare change at us, like poor homeless people. Ninjas killed my master. I need karate lessons so that I can
Have you seen
defeat
Kung
them.
Fury?
Avenge. I have. Love it.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, 5 seconds for coming back. Okay, so, and that was Nina Simone with I Put a Spell on You. Now,
Yeah,
let's see,
I did.
topic. Ready? Go.
Straight in, just like that.
Okay, so the topic is comparing horror genres to the real life counterparts. Now, this was suggested when we did our planning session episode by Victoria, and she's a long-time listener. We decided to invite her on without having ever actually spoke to her except on the show, because we have spoken to her so much typing and speaking to her typed responses. For some reason, I'm like, we know her. We've hung out with her. And we all came to realize, no, we actually haven't. So she might turn into a monster any second. Or she might not be like us, and she might be perfectly normal.
Or struck by lightning with what's going on outside my window. But
That's
hey,
hot.
you know.
So,
yeah, that would be the best show ever, probably.
Look, the ratings went through. Well, nobody
Maybe
knew
not
about
for
it.
me.
It would be tragic for us, but it would probably be amazing for our YouTube hits.
But you'd get superpowers.
That could be awesome.
Yeah, you'd be like iPhone woman because you were touching your iPhone when struck by lightning.
Yeah.
So,
I'm also kind of holding the selfie pole, so I don't know what that would do.
yeah,
Like,
you are.
Maybe the power to...
I held my selfie pole yesterday. Adjustable length. Watch that angle. Here comes
Can you
the
snap
flash.
pictures with it, though?
You can snap pictures of
Panoramics.
So, I guess we could pick a monster to go with. Do we want to start with witches, vampires, werewolves, ghosts, demons? What?
Ghosts.
Do you know any real life ghosts?
Well, I do have, and if you don't mind, I can post a link to... I've spent the night twice in the most haunted house in St. Louis, which is the Lemp Mansion.
So were these like
and,
hookups, or did you just break in?
Well, no, these were planned. Although, like, I like to joke, the second time, the only thing that got up was a part of my ex-boyfriend's body. The second time we spent there.
Is the only thing you got out with a part of his body?
Or got up.
Oh.
Spirit-wise. But it was, of course, St. Louis, we're a big beer town, and you have Anheuser-Busch here and stuff like that. Well, the Lemps were big beer barons, and they were all crazy. And there were 3 suicides in the house, and it's very haunted.
Were they beer barons?
And beer barons
that committed suicide. Were they beer barons that committed suicide?
Yes.
So are they drunk ghosts? Because that'd be fucking great. A drunk ghost. Over again.
Yeah. There is a bar in the one downstairs area, and one of them always hangs out at the bar. A lot of the bartenders have seen him turn around, and
I envisage my ghost being very much the same.
But we've The first time we just spent the night in the what they call the lavender lady room, and one of the Lems married this very wealthy lady that all she'd wear is lavender colors, and the room was painted lavender and everything, and you got the creepy vibe, and at one point we thought this curtain was moving, and then we realized it was just it's a very, of course, late 1800s house, and there was just a crack in the window blowing in, but. We didn't see anything that time. But we got a couple orbs, on camera and stuff like that. But the second time we took the psychic tour, we stayed the night on Halloween. And we tried to get a Ouija board out later. Couldn't. I've been on Ouija boards where you're on there so long, your arms hurt. You're like, trying to get your. It's
like when you're having sex and you're on top and you got to hold yourself up. God, it's horrible.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of work.
You're like, you don't mind if I go on my elbows for a minute, right? I'm glad we're not filming this because it's a horrible pose.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
We couldn't get the Ouija board going, but on the psychic tour, I felt the cold hands, and the upstairs is especially haunted because for a time there, it was they had some disturbed children that lived up there. And by the way, I'm only looking out because now there's like softball size hail outside my window.
Ooh, get one.
So yeah. I'll do a little turn for the viewers if you can see.
On the catwalk?
Yeah. I don't know. Can you all see that?
We see the light?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a dark,
pretty
stormy
lightning.
night. Yeah, it's...
Either those people are taking pictures and
hanging pretty
you got
good.
your curtains open.
Yeah. So, anyway, I'll just leave it like this while I'm talking. But they had... all right. I'm not that vain. But... so we, they take you upstairs, and it was very disturbing. And of course, you go on the ghost tours, and it depends if you believe or not. And I don't judge either way. I tend to believe. If you look at the scientific thing, there's particles of matter everywhere. So, when you die, where do these particles go? That kind of thing. But long story short, there were a couple basically non-believers, and they were joking around and everything until they went into the restroom. And night owl.
She'll be back in a moment.
They came out of the restroom, and their faces were white as ghosts, and they saw a disembodied head. I'd wish they'd taken pictures, but they were scared shitless, and the gal literally.
Out.
I caught that.
So let's back up just for a second. Let's talk about the genre horror of ghosts. So in movies, when we see ghosts, it starts out with orbs or a curtain moving, very simple, builds up the suspense, and then we have full-bodied apparitions, etc., things flying across the room, doors slamming, all kinds of really cool stuff. Now, I have been ghost hunting since I was in my teens, and as much as I want to believe, but the hard part of this is what we catch on camera. There's a difference between not being able to explain it and being able to explain that it is something supernatural. And I have seen things where I can't quite explain it, but I have yet to ever myself or see anyone else who has definitive proof of ghosts, which is a shame because I want to think there's more out there than just. Yes, Ed?
What is definitive proof? Hi, this is my ghost buddy Charlie.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay.
Everybody with cell phone cameras, it's if you get 3 shots from different angles on cell phone cameras of an apparition or something moving of its own volition that shouldn't be able to, etc. That would be, I guess not. Well, if you see a full body apparition, sure, I guess I could be proof. Now, somebody, no matter what, even if it was absolutely true, would be able to debunk it in some way because that's what some people do.
That's what some people do, yeah.
It doesn't matter how much superficial evidence you've got, it's still going to be superficial. You need something that's concrete, that's testable and provable and Yeah, genuine.
Yeah. You need to be able to reproduce the
I've never seen a ghost, and I live on the most haunted island in the world.
Really?
It's official. We have a website and everything. Hang on, I'll slap it up in the event page
curious,
so people can see.
Who made that decision?
Well, presumably people who are into counting ghosts.
Okay, so it's not like the tourism board going, what do you got, guys? We got flowers, squirrels, and most haunted. Let's go with that.
I assume someone's out there went to some poor guy, okay, your job is to look up everywhere in the world and then count the number of ghosts they've got and then draw me up a league table. Cool. But we are officially the most haunted island in the world. Not the most haunted place, but definitely the most haunted island.
By the way, Chuck Schwa, who is on the Facebook event page, for those of you that aren't there, he is just very amusing with his little comments like scared shitless in the bathroom, how apropos. Chuck also said, wait a second, Victoria took pictures of some orbs? But I digress. So I think they'd like to see pictures of your orbs. I could be wrong.
Got a little.
There
we go. How's that?
That's not scary. I'm not scared.
Oh, it is when the bra comes off.
Try me.
That's right. We need definitive proof, and we need to test it multiple times.
I've gotten a couple open mouth faces when that's happened, but no one's died.
Wow. You're young yet. Give it time. If I was a cougar with you going with the younger guys, it might not happen. Though I have seen a lot of young, especially males, dying lately, and like in their 40s. I've heard of like 2 or 3 in the past week. Not that all died in the past week, but Kevin?
Thanks. Oh. Thanks for that shining ray of optimism in my 42-year-old life.
Well, I think what it is, I think the 1980s drugs or 1990s drugs are finally catching up with them. Because a lot of them die young. Usually it's a massive coronary or something like that. So, I don't know. That's my guess. But I have no definitive proof, but I wouldn't mind with some assholes proving it in a lab.
Speaking of deaths, Tom Petty.
Yeah, we didn't get to mention that on the show last week because it was that on again, off again thing, and he did die 8:40 or somewhere around that time. But we're already well into the show and not necessarily checking CNN.com for the latest.
Yeah, we don't do the whole fake news thing.
Yeah, we were on the road listening to the radio. We were like between St. Louis and someplace in Ohio. I don't know. And
where Cat wasn't.
It's like Tom Petty's dead. You know, we get 50 miles down the road. Tom Petty's not dead. We get 50 more miles down the road. Tom Petty's dead. It's like, what the hell?
Kevin, how come you're the only one not widescreen tonight?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Is it because I'm just not sat as close to the camera?
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I got lost for a second. I think it's the storm. My connection was weak for a minute.
You're back. That's all that matters. Up, you're gone. Up, you're back.
You're going, you're back.
She's here. She's here. She's here.
I ghosted you all.
Did you say you could see she's fine?
Always.
Nice.
Am I fine?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Von Hegner suggests Tom Petty is a vampire.
Tom Petty is a vampire.
Sonar on the Facebook event page asks...
But he won't bite down.
Sonar asks, what about seeing things on your periphery that you cannot fully explain? Anybody want to take that?
Alcohol. That's what normally causes that effect with me.
Or not enough sleep. God.
My eye. I swear to God, it was there just a moment ago.
I have definitely seen things out of the corner of my eye, including a small boy at a restaurant that I worked at that the bosses claimed was haunted by a small boy. And that's actually when I went to the hospital to get a shot for tetanus because I had a piece of metal go into my hand 3 days before and I didn't get a shot for it. So, not that I know if, tetanus causes hallucinations or anything. I just figured, you know what? I'm getting weird things. Let's go do this. Could be. My brother just sent me a message. Now, Andrea and I this past week have been going to the grocery store and snapping selfies with different pumpkin spice products. And we're going to create a pumpkin spice horror collage for Halloween. So my brother just sent me, it's not funny, terribly not funny, how to catch a white girl and it's pumpkin spice chloroform.
Ian posted that earlier today. I got to get me some of that shit, man.
It's like you need it. You just be you and you get it. Yeah, you're just
Don't kid yourself, Ed. You don't need the chloroform, man.
You're like, I'm Ed. They're like, we're white. How you doing?
Just crook the finger.
The reason Michael Jackson went white and gay is because he heard about Ed.
Is that what it was?
He's like, I gotta get me some of that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Apparently, Bubbles didn't hold up to your reputation. I have seen that. I've seen that.
I've seen that, yeah.
The pumpkin spice lubricant?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have
His
to go
new
buy
meaning to the words jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-off-lantern.
Ooh,
sorry. That's the part of me that's British. Loves those puns.
That's it. Yeah, somewhere 2 elephants and a snake just fell off a cliff. Didn't.
Is it a big cliff? Are they okay? Do you have a link?
No. The snake might survive. There was a large elephant for it to fall on, but the elephants aren't looking too good.
Kevin, did you see the picture of the 23-foot python? Or whatever it was?
I did. Well, the one that was killed after attacking a guy in his garden or something.
Well, no, the guy was driving down the road. The snake was across the road. So the guy
that's right. It was across the road. Yeah, that's right. I remember
and the snake is like, don't fucking touch me.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually bit the guy on the arm, and then they proceeded to kill the snake. Yeah.
Yeah, reticulated python.
Yeah, and it did wrap around the guy after biting him. So I don't know if the bite did any damage.
Well, I mean, the bite from a reticulated python would be nasty, but not necessarily life-threatening in any way, unless somehow it managed to rip or tear into an artery near the surface or something by chance. But the actual bite, the teeth aren't huge fangs. They're large-ish because it's a large snake, but they're actually designed more for gripping like a vice. Because once the snake has anchored the head somewhere on you, it then has an anchor point to wrap around the body from, which is how it works itself into the coils around you. So it's designed more to bite and then grip and not come loose. But yeah, once it starts wrapping around you, I'm not surprised they killed it because the crushing pressure.
You talked about a snake or masturbation?
Well, to be honest, the way I do it, there's very little differentiate between the two.
But grip, wrap around, and choke the life
grab
out
hold of the head 23 feet away.
Hold on, let's just mark that time for that one.
Oh, God.
Bits.
Chuck and Janine both have the same sick sense of humor. Does this rag smell like chloroform to you?
The sad thing is it actually takes minutes to knock somebody out with chloroform. Not that I know that. I do.
Just happened to have searched it for a book.
You couldn't get a hold of roofies?
I'm old school.
That's going very Victorian steampunk.
Roofies
she showed that ankle.
Roofies to me are what they show on top of your housies.
Hannah responding to Sonar's, what about seeing things in your periphery? She says, one time I was outside on a hot, humid summer day. I thought I saw a flying insect out of the corner of my eye, so I tried to shoot away with my hand. Turns out it was my hair. I guess my hair was really big that day due to the humidity.
And that's something
Cool.
she could test again and again and get the same result.
Same results.
So we'll talk about ghosts for the next few minutes because I think we could go on for a little bit. Kevin, have you had ghostly experiences on your island there?
No, never.
elsewhere?
I know lots of people who claim to have. I've never experienced anything, and I've been in a lot of the spots on the island that are supposedly notorious for being haunted. I've never personally seen anything or had any weird feelings, but I don't know, maybe I'm just too skeptical.
Except for that one time in the boys' camp.
Or I suppose the other argument is the other side would say I'm just not sensitive enough to pick up the vibrations. But no, I've never experienced anything I would describe as remotely supernatural.
Okay. And
Other than my love life.
23 feet away. Andrea?
Can't hear her.
You're very super
It's a
quiet.
little-
No, barely. To go ahead and turn that volume back up. We're going to get her a new headset next week, guys, so I think that'll fix the problems and then it won't bug her ears.
She's got to wait a week for new head. What is that about?
It costs. This stuff ain't free.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Although
Gotta
it would
wait
be
for-
cheaper if you support us on Patreon.
That's true.
It can get me head sooner.
Yay!
All right.
Yeah, we heard that.
Let's go.
Support on Patreon. I'll wear more shirts like this.
We all will. Or won't. Whatever.
Now, as far as ghosts, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. As far as ghosts, I've seen things, but I couldn't prove if it was a ghost or something else. So I want to say no.
Anyone listening tonight seen anything that you think is a ghost? Or seen evidence of it? Or do you think it's rubbish? Let us know.
By typing it in, not just like sending us a letter
Yeah,
later or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I got one to read from Kat Taylor. She can't post it right now because she's listening to us from the shower.
Oh, hell.
But she could text
Hello,
from the shower.
Nice.
Come on, Kat. You can Skype us from the shower.
thank
don't
God.
be
If there
shy.
aren't pictures, it hasn't happened.
True.
See, Victoria,
Prove
this
that
is
you're
the
in the
point
shower
time.
right now, Kat. Prove it
We
to
lost
me.
Victoria just in time for me to say, with her iPhone working this well as Skype on her phone, I'd be willing to bring in a second phone call.
But anyway, she said that she got pushed down the stairs by a supernatural entity that she believes was from the Civil War. She believes he was left over from a traumatic experience. It was definitely creepy. Also caught a really good, clear EVP of Waverly Sanitarium in Louisville, Kentucky. It was caught in the death tunnel that was used to cart dead bodies.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
cool. Wow. Why do you think the dude was from the Civil War?
We'll wait for that.
Anyway.
answer. We won't pause the show till we get the
As well as we're waiting for
But
proof
Sonar.
that you are actually in the shower.
But Sonar
Yes.
asked, would y'all consider spirits, not the drinking kind, and ghost the same or different entities? And Victoria, go to turn your video back on. It's better that way.
Okay, there we go. Sweet, thank you.
Hey, there we go.
Hey.
I don't know if I consider them massively different unless the conversation was trying to strictly define the two terms. I suppose a spirit can be the essence of something or a representation of something rather than a direct physical manifestation of the dead thing, whereas a ghost I represent as being the ghost of the thing that was living before, like a particular person or an animal or whatever. I think
Animal
you- like a
ghosts, that's an interesting topic right there, too.
pet cemetery.
That's a whole different type of
They
pet
came
ghost.
back. It's
The cat came back the
Yeah.
very next day.
That's one way of that's one way of teaching your dog to come back.
That's much better than the peanut butter thing, I guess.
Depends on whether you're talking about that from the dog's perspective.
That's true. I guess peanut butter would be better then. Creamy something.
Oh.
So anyhow, Bubby likes the bone. I saw somebody post this week.
Ian says
Yes.
Pennsylvania is considered the most haunted state in the Union, mostly because of Gettysburg, but also the other battles, the mining accidents, Eastern State Penitentiary, and many others. Okay, I've heard that.
I wonder if it's... Now, Kevin, you said the Isle of Wight is the most haunted island, not
Yes.
place.
Not place, no.
So what's the
Because
most
that
haunted
would
place?
I've no idea. I've never researched it. Hang on. Let me see if I can find out while we're talking. Cause, not that I can Google any faster than anyone listening to this show, but...
There's also, like in our area, there is Alton, Illinois. It's supposed to be one of the most haunted cities in America.
Mhm.
And that I've done the ghost tour twice. And there was definitely one spot that, I mean, they give you the what do they call them? The dowsing rods where you hold them
Dowsing, yeah.
out and they move. Yeah. But there was a school that was haunted by a child molester. And that you just got a bad feeling in that place. When we were down there, you know, they take you down to this one basement area. And it's all actually kind of modernized, but the building, you just feel, it feels heavy in there and feels bizarre. But it's a pretty cool, it was a neat little tour. I've done it twice and they've gone to different places. But I think the most scary part of it is we were on a trolley ride and they took off way too fast for a trolley down a hill. And that I was scared I was going to lose my life.
We could be a ghost any minute now. Ian also
Yeah,
said
we
we have a
could-
local legend of a screaming bridge and a 1950s prom date gone wrong. It's a very creepy road.
Would it be creepy if you didn't know about that?
And just to clarify, is that a ghost that stands on the bridge and screams, or is that a bridge that screams? Because the second would frankly be slightly more scary, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what the most haunted place in the world is, but I've got a strong contender for it. The Beechwood Lunatic Asylum in Australia. Obviously, abandoned asylums are quite creepy places anyway. But the Beechwood, originally called Mayday Hills Lunatic Asylum in Victoria, Australia, served as a mental hospital from 1867 till 1995. At its highest capacity, there were 1,200 patients living there, and around 9,000 patients died within its walls in its 130-year history.
That's a lot of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's. I believe the correct scientific definition is a fuck ton of crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe 1.1 fuck tons.
We should go to Australia to check it out.
Yeah. Can everybody watching hold while we do that?
Tonight, Talk of the Tavern, coming to you live from the Beechwood Lunatic Asylum, Victoria, Australia.
And we imported a screaming bridge to take with us.
You can import me, then you could have a screaming Brit.
It's okay, guys. He only does it when he... Okay, let's go into a song.
Let's get right into that song.
So the next song we actually have up is Ray Parker Jr. with Ghostbusters.
Oh, yes.
So we'll be right back. Except for you folks on Twitch, we're here all the time.
I ain't afraid of no Twitch.
That's right. Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm switching network connections. Hope I don't disappear.
Okay, I'll be right back. You three keep them amused.
That's the own comedian, George Wallace.
Play me out, Sam.
He used to say Casper Weinberger sounded like the ghost of a Jewish deli. Ooh, Andrew, what you got there?
Campbell's soup. It's good.
Yeah. I'm tempted to run over.
Andy, when you need to fill a war hole.
What?
No, Andy Warhol, Campbell's soup painting. Never mind.
Oh yeah, I went to an exhibit of his. It was pretty cool.
Recently?
It was a few months ago. But I know, and a couple of years ago, I went to one in Virginia Beach. It was pretty cool. Different things. Had a lot of his film stuff of people eating like a hamburger and just weird stuff.
Nifty. I know they have some of it at some of the stuff at the Chicago Museum of Modern Art or whatever. I forgot which is the main one up there. But I have his, what is it, Andy Warhol Diaries. I'm looking up at my bookshelf. It's like this thick, and it's pretty interesting. He would write down all this random shit, and it's pretty hilarious.
You think maybe he had Asperger's or something?
I kind of wonder,
But he's very creative, but very awkward.
Yeah. He, socially, it's funny, he talks about all the celebrities he met and how much he liked them, or a few cases what he didn't like, but there was definitely that disconnect. He didn't have quite that talent, like the gift of gab or something. I mean, but yeah, his creativity was off the.
Well, I forgot which movie it was, but in one of the Men in Black movies, he was an alien. That explains
he
a lot.
was. Yeah. That would.
No, Andy Warhol. I think it was Men in Black 3? I don't know.
That was great. Michael Jackson was too. Which one of those?
Oh yeah, he was too. He probably still is.
Would he have needed makeup?
No.
Probably not.
That's his natural form, his final form.
He slowly removed it as the years went by.
Okay, Men in Black 3. Cool. Yeah.
Michael Jackson, the only man who thought Boys to Men were a delivery service.
Oh my god.
Oh,
who's got a police
So
siren?
if we go there and then stop on the bridge, flip on the lights.
Do you hear that siren?
The car shows up and the girl runs through your car. Oh. Can we go to that bridge?
Yeah, it's only
the Screaming Bridge and see if a ghost girl runs through our car.
Hey, Ian,
take me to the bridge.
You're in Pennsylvania. If we show up there for a cigar thing, do you want us to make sure you get an invite? Do you enjoy cigars? Let us know.
Cigar?
Yeah.
Why did my mind go instantly to what's her name? Bill Clinton.
Yeah. Dirty girl.
I know, mine went to Austin Powers.
I have friends that do.
Cigarette and a pancake.
I have friends that ghost hunt. They would probably be really down for that.
This a big sort of well, not big because nothing's big on the island, but there's a definite thing over here, ghost tourism.
And that was Ghostbusters. So what happened this week in history, Ed?
Shit, this week in history. Shit happened, y'all, somewhere on this page here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
October 9th, 1992. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. Speaking of ghosts, this would have scared the fuck out of you. 18-year-old Michelle Knapp is watching television in her parents' living room in Peekskill, New York. I guess that's how that's pronounced. When she hears a thunderous crash in the driveway, she ran outside to find a sizable hole into her 1980 Chevy Malibu and a matching size hole in the driveway beneath the car. The culprit? A 28-pound football-sized meteorite. I hope she had farmer's insurance.
Now, that wasn't the frozen piece of poo out of the airplane, was it?
Yeah, it was an actual meteorite. Apparently, people that collect space shit bought her 1980 Chevy piece of shit Malibu for $10,000.
Good for her.
It had been hit by a
bonus.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm going to throw a rock through my window on my car.
I guess it's farmer's insurance. But.
From your place, surely you should just drop one out of the window.
Yep.
Probably reached terminal velocity before it hit.
Oh, that'd work.
Ian, just so you know, it's at a buddy's house. He's got a whole cigar lounge in his garage.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh.
And bar. So, okay, what else happened this week?
Let's see. October 11th, 1975, not live from New York. It's Saturday night. Saturday Night Live debuts on NBC featuring such comic greats as Chevy Chase, John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Gilda Radner, Garrett Morris, Jane Curtin, and Lorraine Newman.
Now, were they all on the opening season?
They were all in the opening season.
Nice.
Definitely made some careers.
Gosh,
I don't know who Garrett
remember
Morris is.
I think he was the brother, the skinny brother.
Yeah, he's the brother.
He was the token brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gotta have one of those, you know.
Do we have one?
We got two, me and Kevin.
Damn it.
Sorry, man, I'd have backed you up there, but I'd have mouth for the Mars bar.
Would have been more believable if you said Schlitz Malt Liquor Bowl.
Did we have a toast?
Yeah.
We didn't have an open toast.
Colt 45.
No, we didn't have an open
No.
toast. Let's go for a toast now.
Oh,
let's have
yeah.
a
Oh.
partway into the
Oh,
show
God,
toast.
yeah.
Fuck it.
Better
What do
late
we
than
drink?
never.
What are we drinking to?
Here's the things we can't explain, like a lot of the damn show.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's good stuff.
Mm.
Okay, Ed, what else happened?
October 12th, 1492. Chris gonna find Ray Charles. What you say, baby? Yeah.
What?
Chris gonna find Ray Charles. You don't know Flip Wilson, man? Come on.
What?
Gosh, I'm telling my age now. Christopher Columbus would set out searching for the new route to East Asia on August of 1492. On the above date, October 12th, that is, of said year, he would make his first landfall in the New World. In doing so, he would open up the New World for exploitation and exploration by Europeans. However, and this is the important thing to remember out there, people, if he hadn't done that, there would be no goddamn Ray Charles.
That's a fair point, I guess.
Yeah.
On behalf of the most rapaciously colonial nation ever to stalk the face of this planet, I thank you.
Oh. Okay, what else we got?
Anybody got current events or weird news?
I don't.
No.
This show is weird, guys. I didn't do anything. Such a slacker.
That in itself is quite weird news.
I could go find some, but you know.
We don't need to. We're Talk of the Tavern. We just sit still. Weird news comes to us.
Yeah, it does.
We're on.
That's
Well,
extra.
yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends on the Patreon level you've donated to. So.
That depends. Diapers?
Or whether you've shown us your bits.
Oh.
Robin
Twitch.
made it.
Hey, Robin.
Over there on Twitch.
Nice to see you.
Yay.
Go on
I
Twitch
lost
and
connectivity to Twitch, so I don't know what the hell's going on over there now.
you were too much Twitch for them, Ed.
Yeah. So okay. No.
Oh, we were talking about-
weird news. Go ahead. Talk about something.
What is it? Weinstein got let go from his own company after supposedly harassing actresses and producers and people in Hollywood for 20 years. It took him 20 years to catch up, I guess.
Yeah, they're just getting around to, I guess we should take out, all the pervies in Hollywood. It was, what is it, Corey Haim or Corey Feldman or both revealed this stuff going on, and, it's been confirmed by plenty of other actresses and young actors. I don't know.
Sorry, that was a downer topic, but I just thought some of the comments on Twitter were kind of funny.
Well,
Some were
speaking
just
of
like,
downer
bastard.
topics, as we said, Tom Petty passed away on October 2nd. Yeah, good segue. I don't know if y'all mentioned it last week or not. We also lost Hugh Hefner.
We did.
Mm.
We
Oh,
discussed
Hugh.
that for a bit, yeah.
We didn't lose
Yeah.
him. I know where he's at.
And
Next to Maryland.
on the 6th,
Next to Maryland.
on the 6th, we lost comedian Ralphie May.
Yeah.
He got a start on Last Comic Standing.
And he was young.
He
He
is
was
no
in
longer
his
with.
mid-40s, wasn't
Yes, 40. Yeah, he was in his 40s. Yeah.
What happened?
he? How old are you, Kevin?
I'm 42.
That's how old he was.
Oh, stop. Oh, Lord.
He was 45.
Ah! Still older than him.
Am I 45 right now? I better finish
You don't know?
quick. No, I do the math every time. I'm turning 46 this year, I think.
It's
Anyhow,
a good age.
I've enjoyed every age so
You're on the
far.
north side of
Did she freeze? I think the storm got her.
40.
Hmm?
Maybe she's back. Oh, she's back. Okay.
Yeah. Ah. I love people texting me. That's why. Stop that. Okay.
Don't text her now.
Yeah,
busy.
the people don't text me.
Yeah.
Well, I did something other small news. I did start a new job, so I've left the dungeon. I do miss folks there, but I went to the Vintage Haberdashery, which is a fun vintage store, and it's delightful. I have to say. I was saying earlier that the dungeon, I like it. I loved it for a long time. There for about almost 8 years, but Halloween is like cosplaying amateur night, and it sucks when people just I don't know what I want to be, you know. You give them 100 things, and they come back. I guess it's like Halloween night. Why isn't there anything left?
Okay, I'm curious. I walk into the dungeon. I want a Halloween costume. I don't know what I want to be. I'm 6'8".
Banana.
What do you recommend?
I am Groot.
Yeah, Game of Thrones, anything probably because the capes are usually long. Yeah.
You could be
Or
a hobbit
you
that
could
was on the
do-
rack too long.
Have you seen Gallivant? You should watch Gallivant. You could be a dwarf.
Yeah.
That is a
You
great
could be
show.
Lady Godiva with a super long wig.
Tastefully wrapped around one thigh
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
covered with the hair.
Yes, not on his
Yeah.
head, just wrapped around his thigh.
Get a little toy horse, you know.
Little toy horse.
You know, to kind of pretend to ride in on it.
You could just get the wig
You'd
and
probably-
put it on your junk and call yourself you're the naked guy Godiva met.
Yes.
I'll paint myself green and then go carrying a woman on my back. When someone says, "What are you?" I say, "I'm a tortoise." And they say, "Who's this?" I say, "This is Michelle."
Or you could, you know, dress like a horse and let your wife ride you.
That's
That'll be
happened
later.
He dresses like
That's-
whores all the time.
more than one already, but I don't feel the need for Halloween to come around. So.
Okay, did we have birthdays?
Oh, yeah, we got birthdays. October 8th, 1943, as we mentioned above, actor, comedian Chevy Chase. October 8th, 1949, God, I love her. I just love her. I just really, 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 really love her. Actress Sigourney Weaver. October 8th, 1955, NASCAR legend. I had to put this in there for the redneck in me. NASCAR legend Bill Elliott.
I just want to let you know, when I picked out my Coke Zero, I had a choice of Holla or Hicks. If I had realized this was here, maybe I would have gone with Hicks. Come on.
October 10th, 1954, rocker David Lee Roth. October 11th, 1844, the 57 sauces guy Henry John Hines.
Huh.
That would be the ketchup dude, people. Yeah.
Mhm.
October 12th, 1968. Wolverine himself, Hugh Jackson. Huh? Hugh Jackson.
Did you say Jackson?
Huh?
Oh.
Peter Jackson's brother.
Well, I got cut off there. Huh? And personal birthday shout-outs. I missed some last week. I wasn't here. Jim Mulready, Terry McDaniel. As we mentioned, the lovely Victoria.
That's when he freezes.
Yeah.
We're just pausing on your birthday for a minute, okay?
Yeah, just like I'm on menopause right now. So,
Oh.
Sorry. Put the men on pause. No, I'm not. It's actually worse. Yeah. You get older. That
Is it men on pause?
peak hits in.
Welcome back, Ed. He's back. There he is. Okay.
We missed you.
So, Ed, you were saying that you're in menopause. I don't remember where you were.
Oh, wow. I don't remember which birthday that was.
Just start again with the personal birthday shout-outs. Do that one again.
Jim Mulready, Terry McDaniel, Victoria Schultz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My other mommy, Fran Eldred, and Baldy Dude, Sean Goddard. And this week, the lovely Veronica Cortez and my son-in-law, Alan Guzman. Happy birthday. And Travis, you had some, right?
No.
Woo!
No, nobody I like gets a birthday this week. I hit last week's
But
birthday.
you missed a birthday last.
Right, and I covered him in the beginning of the show. I can cover him again. You know, Corello, Matt Corello.
Fine.
He had a birthday, and then my buddy Frankie Getz from the family.
And he was on the show.
He was.
He didn't say anything.
He kept quiet. What a shy, self-effacing, lovely man he is.
That's okay. Victoria didn't say anything when we missed her birthday last week. She was listening.
I was all right with that. I'm good. I'm just grateful to be alive. And hey, I share a birthday with Kate Winslet, man, and I love her. So.
Do you get some of her cake? I would eat her cake.
I might. Wish.
Just to say you did.
Like, yeah. I mean, hey, gotta go that way.
And then I'd eat her pie too.
Ooh.
I mean pussy by pie, just to be clear. Because I like cats.
Yeah, she just did an interview for her new movie with Idris Elba and talked about his foot fetish.
Really?
Yeah, when they're doing the love scene, he asked, or there is a love scene or something. Sorry about the spoiler, but yeah.
Movie's ruined.
Yes.
What's the title?
Sorry. The space between us, I think, or so, what is it? I can't remember. It's they're on a plane.
Mountain between us.
Oh, yes.
Is it the mountain between us?
Yes, mountain between us.
We saw the preview. It looks like a great movie that we don't want to watch.
Yeah. But during the love scene, he asked her to wear a pair of socks. He didn't mind if the rest of her was naked.
Because he couldn't control himself with her feet?
I wonder.
Or did she have like hammer toes and he's like, you're going to ruin my funky little fetish here by having those hammer toes?
No, I think he tried to check himself a little bit with Kate.
Before he wrecked himself?
Or wrecked her pie.
I see, I've been, since your comment earlier, I've been wondering what kind of movie British Pie would have been if it was the sequel to American Pie.
That would have been better than American Pie 2. Which wasn't bad. By American Pie 4, you're like, oh my god, can you stop it?
There's that many of them?
There's a reunion on American Pie 2. Or no, that's when they go to college. Then American Pie 3, they get married. American Pie 4 is Stifler's little brother at summer camp.
Weird. Or is he like 5 at summer camp?
I don't know. I didn't measure him. Okay, we got anything else for news? Okay.
Nope.
Did anything weird happen this week in news? No crazy political stories?
Not the usual bullshit.
Trump probably did something, but I don't keep up with that
May
shit.
have involved North Korea or Puerto Rico.
He threw out a roll of...
Okay. I do have to say, and I posted this on my Facebook page, and I'm going to say it again here on the air, okay? what's with the paper towels thing, people? Let off on the paper towels already, okay?
What?
You know what? If I hadn't had butt wipe for several fucking days, I would love to have a roll of paper towels,
Okay,
man.
Andrea, they have a picture and obviously probably film footage of Trump throwing out a roll of paper towels, I guess, to Puerto Rican hurricane victims. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And everybody went, oh my God, how dare him just throw out a roll of paper towels. But no, you know what? Like right now, if somebody threw a roll of paper towels at me, I'd be like, hey, thanks. And go home with my roll of paper towels.
It's got to be safer than throwing like a can of soup or something, surely.
Much funner to catch.
Yeah.
I said fun.
Hovering over them in a helicopter, like, here, I got these 25-kilo sacks of rice for you, catch.
Well, 3 more
That's
victims of the
horrible.
hurricane today.
Ouch.
Wait. My buddy Chris says there are 7 American Pie movies.
Yes, there are. I'm
7?
ashamed to say there are.
And you knew it, and you didn't bother to correct me. I stopped at 4, going, "Oh my God!" It's like the Police Academy movies.
It's like, why do they keep making them?
I don't know.
I guess somebody was making money.
Steve Gutenberg.
Like Children of the Corn.
Steve Gutenberg's probably still pushing for the next one because he hasn't worked since then. Ali Sheedy, can you get in on this? Hold on a second. Let's go into a song. Here's the Blues Brothers Band with Season of the Witch. We'll be right back.
Yes.
Great song, yeah. Okay, we got that playing.
There was a movie, Season of the Witch.
How long have we got?
We've got, this is like a 4 or 5 minute song. 5 minutes.
Oh, timed that well.
Oh, good. I need ice.
Baby.
I'll be back in a minute, Twitch. I'm going to urinate.
Oh,
That's a lovely country.
Let's see, what did Chuck Schwab post? British pie like mincemeat. Ew. Chuck is funny. I like him.
Right back, people.
Okay. He used to listen to the show all the time, Victoria. I'm not sure if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
But then he stopped for whatever reason, and now he's back, and he's funny, and his girlfriend wants to cut me. Or wife. Are you married yet, Chuck? I don't know.
No, he's dating Lizzie Love.
Right.
And, yeah, they've been dating for quite a while. I think they moved in a couple years ago.
I think I met her.
You did. You met both of them. She was the one with the who came up, who was such a great sport as I made fun of her accent and where she was from.
She was adorable. She was nice.
And she's very sweet. Very sweet.
And because
I haven't met her, but just...
Because I'm a gentleman, I flirt with Chuck, and she threatens to cut me. And him. She threatens to cut both of us.
You know.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's love. Possessiveness and possibly some psychotic issues. It's hard to say.
Yeah, that could be an issue.
But I do have.
Did she offer to like re-circumcise you? That could be a problem.
Says, if you want an inch of me, you're gonna have to take it the old-fashioned way. Put down the knife. Chuck threw himself in the way, and she's like, "You too." I'll take it for you, honey.
Taking one for the team.
Team.
Back to blunt objects again.
Glad it's not.
I'm trying to find this link. Somebody sent me, or I saw it somewhere. It was pretty cool. Well, I just found this other link that's really cool.
Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I got distracted by the cow kilt suit.
Yeah, what?
Chuck Schwab apparently has the epic cow kilt suit and top hat.
Okay, I want to see a picture.
Yeah.
Chuck, you need to get over here on Twitch.
Yeah. Trying to find this link where Victorian ladies like to pose with skeletons.
Oh, well, who doesn't? I mean, the hardest part is digging them up.
Yeah.
Not that hard.
I shared it on my one page. I'm not finding it. And then somebody created this paper that you burn it away and the words appear. It was really cool.
What? I need this.
Yeah.
You can do that. You can do that with magician's flash paper. If you write it on a surface first, and then you stick a piece of flash paper over the top, because when you ignite flash paper, there's just a quick flash of light and heat, and then it burns away, and it leaves no ash or any evidence it was there. It's how they do like disappearing cards that disappear in a puff of flame and stuff like that. So you can do things where they like have two cards, and one's made of flash paper and it's stuck to the surface of the other, and the one underneath is the one that had the person's signature on. So they'll palm them, press the two together, and then later on apply a flame, and the card suddenly changes and has their signature appear and stuff like that.
Hey Kevin, have you seen the Netflix series? I don't think it was originally Netflix, but Netflix has it now, of Revealing the Magician's Secrets.
I think so, yeah. Is that the one with the guy who appears all in black?
With the kabuki mask or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. I've seen
Not bukkake.
The bukkake mask. Nice.
That's a different trick.
Japanese bukkake theatre is, that's a good. That's something you don't want in your Google search.
You should have seen that coming.
We don't have it in this country yet, but I believe it's coming soon.
Wait, you don't have the show or bukkake?
No comment.
25 seconds and we're back on the station, guys.
25 seconds? That sounds about right, yeah.
All right.
That's all it takes for bukkake. Ash on my tongue. My tongue tastes like ash.
Oh.
I hate that.
Okay, and we're back. I think let's move on to... Yes, Ed?
Can I do a quick personal shout out?
Yeah.
My buddy Sean Kitzmiller, who is listening tonight for the first time. By the way, Sean, as I'm sitting here doing the show, I'm munching on the deer bologna that you gave me this weekend. Thanks, dude. That's really good. And it was his wife, Veronica, that I did the birthday shout out to. And she said she would show me her tits for, doing the birthday shout out, but she's got no way to do that right now. So I guess maybe.
No, they got Skype, because this can happen.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the deer bologna. What?
You want a
Did
piece
you
of
say
my
deer bologna or beer bologna?
Deer bologna.
What makes it the bologna?
No, I don't make it. He makes it.
But it's out of deer? That's weird. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I heard deer sausage.
Deer?
Oh.
Deer sausage.
Schnar.
That's dirty.
You haven't even had your cognac yet.
I had a sip.
Well, we don't know what she did when her camera went out.
Washing it up during the downtime. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about let's say vampires. So in the movies, vampires are these quasi-immortal beings. Power, strength, sometimes hideous looks. And they are.
Can I just? Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, but can I just say one thing the vampires don't do?
Bathe.
Sparkle.
Ah.
What about?
I'm just throwing that out there. Fuck off.
What if those? What if those two guys? I can't even think. In Vegas with the tigers. What if they were vampires?
Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah, Siegfried and Roy. They sparkled.
Siegfried and Roy.
They didn't naturally sparkle.
Surely, if Siegfried and Roy were vampires, would that tiger not have been shit scared of wanting to try and bite one of them?
Maybe.
There's a whole different story when the human can bite back worse. Human, vampire, whatever.
So, they're beings of immense power, gathered over time, over decades, centuries, or whatever. And they're steeped in historic references, not just Vlad the Impaler, but before that and from every culture. India, China, Japan, Iowa, all of them have them.
Iowa?
I did.
Egypt.
Yes. So, modern day / real vampires are generally explained as people with low iron count.
Blood fetishists.
Yes, that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. sanguinarians.
There we go.
I knew a girl once that had a low protein count. It was very good for me.
Lots of nice meals out here.
Oh.
They didn't go out, they went down. Eating downtown again, dear.
Oh my.
Black.
There's Bob.
There's Bob. Bob is here.
Welcome back, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
So who wants to take on vampires?
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
They do have vampire steaks in the store here, by the way. Not like bologna, but like the kind you stab.
I was going to say, yeah, well, like, ribeye, fillet,
Yeah, like, how do you kill a vampire pig? With a pork steak, for God's sake.
Oh. No.
Isn't that a Wall Street term? I've heard of people with steaks and pork.
Yeah, it's a big thing in St. Louis to eat pork steaks, which is like a flank of butt. It's a pork butt steak. Yeah.
Here, eating the butt.
Here, have another piece of butt.
Everything but the squeak, as they say.
Yeah, as long as you see wet wipes, you know it's good to go.
Yeah. But, was it a few weeks ago? We kind of got on the topic, I think, when you guys were thinking about topics, is I got approached by someone who, they were sanguinarian and was interested in maybe having a taste. And and I was like, so how do you do this? And he's like, well, and this is all done through messaging. And I actually went to meet him twice, got stood up twice. But yeah, so much
meet him in a hall of mirrors?
Yeah, so library. Yeah, he did back out, but he's like, yeah, and get him IV and stick ya, and I drink out of the tube. I'm like, well, now.
So you went to meet him after this because you're like, oh, let's do this.
Nobody ever stuck me to drink out of my tube.
Actually, I said I probably.
They usually drink out of his tube after he sticks them. Or before.
That's usually how it works, yeah. But no,
I've just had a thought. Did you remember to hang around by the doorway so you could invite him in?
Yeah, that was in a public library, so it was like, I think it might kind of look weird to the other patrons, but he, I said I probably, and honestly, I had a couple physical conditions that prevent me from giving blood, so I said, but I would still love to talk to you about your lifestyle and what you do, and he ghosted. He disappeared. So.
Oh.
I gotta be on the Pun Show when you guys do that.
Gail Carriger will be on that one.
Oh,
Awesome.
I will follow along. I will definitely follow along.
Yeah, she's joining us for that, which I was surprised when she chose that one out of the list that I gave her. I'm like, oh, awesome.
I'm looking forward to that.
So you weren't offering to participate.
No, I actually kind of got a little scared. What is it? I know some medicinal type things, but if you're withdrawn or they inject you and you get, is it if you get a bubble or bubbles in your vein system, it can go to your, you're right, yeah. So yeah, I don't feel like dying right now. Especially if I'm like, at this, wasn't willing to try.
It's one thing, but I did want to meet him or something, but that is a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot to ask. And I've got rolly veins. Every time I've given blood or had a medical procedure and had blood drawn, they're like, "Yeah, your veins roll around." Well, sorry.
You're like, no.
They're like, "Don't stick me." But
here comes the needle, lads. On 3, dodge.
Parry.
Yeah. Otherwise, you could stick me, depending on the guy. So, but not him. But fantasy vampires are, like you said, you don't like the ones that sparkle. Like writing my book, I was like, yeah, we're gonna deal with some basics. I'm not gonna do anything too funky or weird. Although, I mean, there's some eroticism, like how do you drink? How would you drink? And most people that are
with it's not that I hated those movies or that I'm a downer on Twilight itself necessarily, but to me, when you have vampires that suddenly become capable of walking around in the day, like they kind of tinkered with that thing in the Blade movies as well, you kind of take away the mysticism of why a vampire is, because they're creatures of the night. No. They hunt, they're predators.
Traditionally, they were able to go out during the day. They were just stronger at night. But they even still had abilities during the day. They were just lessened.
So they were like ginger people then.
but they didn't go to high school and pick up teenage chicks.
Now,
Twilight, that's what I found creepy.
Not unless they drop them off desiccated later.
Yeah.
Right. Like you should.
Yeah, sure.
So, like pumpkin spice?
Frank, I'm just saying, if I had to turn into a vampire tomorrow, I'd like to think my life was going to be a bit less Twilight and a bit more Lost Boys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Underworld.
I'm going to be the vampire in Harlem myself.
Now, in other cultures, vampires, in the Asian cultures, I think Japanese, if I'm not mistaken, vampires would actually drain your soul as opposed to your blood.
Ooh.
I was married to one of those.
What kind of dog did Julie have, Ed?
Julie didn't have dogs. Connie had 2 pugs.
What did Cheryl have then? Was it a Boston Terrier?
Oh, somebody had a Boston Terrier before I was in the picture.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I don't remember who.
It was Cheryl or Julie. But anyway, okay, we were talking about them earlier. So. Kat says, I prefer to believe that current vampires are like the ones from What We Do in the Shadows, all living in a house together, getting on each other's nerves and trying to live.
Literally getting on each other's nerves.
Bob,
damn it, you missed the vein and hit a nerve again. That really twitches, man.
Oh, God.
I have an unrelated story. I guess I'll wait for the 3rd hour. Maybe tell him about the story with my buddy who called about the government agencies.
Yeah. That's the 3rd hour thing.
Matter of fact,
so wait 30 minutes.
Chris knows this person. He's still listening. I don't know if Chris has bailed on us or not, but he knows this person.
It's been over 3 minutes. Of course he's gone.
Wow, it's just like having sex with him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that great? I was about to read it, but then the conversation moved on. Do you want to read it, Ed?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I don't think we're talking about the same thing.
Okay.
Go to Facebook.
Heading to Facebook.
Oh wow.
Okay. Oh
Chuck,
my.
that's something, man. I'm not sure whether I'm horrified or aroused.
Is that a vampire costume?
Oh my God. What am I missing?
Let's put a little heart by that one. He has 3 penises.
What am I missing?
I love it. A heart on.
Are you on Facebook?
You just gave him your heart
You want to come over here and look?
Is this on Twitch?
No, it's on the Facebook event page.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second.
Chuck posted a picture of himself.
Great udders.
And little horns on his little cheesy hat.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that before.
I don't think those are udders. He's a boy cow. That's flaccid. Wow. Yeah, it's a cheese hat.
It's a cheese top hat.
It's a cheese top hat.
Yeah, it's a cheese hat. Jeez, have. Yeah, he'd probably date Octopussy.
What'd Lizzie dress like for that one? A milkmaid?
I was just about to say that. You beat me to it, but then I had a mouthful. So.
Well, with that picture, it's not surprising. Yeah, that picture.
Oh, lovely.
Well done. Well done. Sorry, I just gotta look.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know what? Maybe I should show that to our Twitch viewers. Hold on a second. Let me go ahead and just save that picture. Then I'll put it up over on that screen here. Okay. We're going to save image. And then we're going to open that up. And I'll leave that up for about 10 or 15 seconds here so our Twitch viewers can see it as it covers the screen of what they're seeing.
That's great.
That's amusing. I know I'm killing Andrew. I'm sorry.
There we go. That's enough of that. Moving on.
Wow.
Good times.
That was great, though.
We milked that, didn't we?
Yeah, we tried.
I think Bob has a beef with it. Chris says, I cannot unsee no bull.
There's a lot at stake.
Back.
Sorry, Kevin. Do you want to repeat yours, sir? I'm sorry.
I said there's a lot at stake. It's just, that picture's almost unbelievable. I might have to pull the other one.
I'll have a moment of silence. Maybe it's time for a song and we'll come back. Hey, here's Santana with Black Magic Woman. We'll be right back. Yeah, we got 3 minutes and a couple seconds if anybody needs to run to refill or whatever.
I'm good for a minute.
Good times. There you go.
Nothing like a cow to keep things moving. Moving.
Oh my God.
I'm sure he got stopped for a lot of pictures. There's no pun in that. I'm just saying I'm sure he got stopped for a lot of pictures. Oh, man. Can you imagine having to hitchhike home and hoof it?
Wow.
Especially if it was cold. If it was cold, you'd be fucking freezing.
That's
Your
bullshit.
It's hot in here. I'm going to go turn on the AC.
It's because I'm here.
It is. It's that cleavage you got tonight going on.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
There's been comments like that.
Aw.
Okay, Bob is even waving the white flag, so you know it's getting bad.
If it's that much of a draw, if a bit of cleavage is that much of a draw on Twitch, I'll get him to just come and stand behind me one night while I'm doing the show. It would just be like I'm wearing an enormous pair of earmuffs.
Yeah.
Like the world's biggest headphones.
I can't hear a thing.
I'm just dialing in the reception.
In stereo.
Switch to channel 32.
Who's everybody's favorite fictional vampire? Does anybody have a favorite?
Lestat.
Anne Rice.
Yeah.
I like Anne Rice, yeah.
I like the later ones where the stories behind it got a lot more sort of metaphysical rather than the whole sort of glitz and glam New Orleans style of the stories. I like some of that to the deeper philosophy behind good and evil behind vampires.
Yeah. I tried to throw some of that in my stories because, again, I didn't want to be about sparkly romance, you know. I mean, there's some lichens in there too, but it's I like that whole idea. She has put up some. I follow her, and she's talked about. I love how she writes. She talks about how loss affected, her writing and what comes out of it with the stories. I think her father was dying, and like her house was burning, and they showed it on TV. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because it was a major fire in like Berkeley. I think it was California.
And we're coming.
And
of course, they showed it on TV.
Yeah, so Anne Rice was writing about how that affected her writing, just loss, and it made her stories real rich. They're amazing, and I do. She's more of a favorite of mine as far as the vamps go.
Oh, okay. Johnny Wad Vampula? That's an actual character?
I don't know.
Oh no, let's Google that shit.
Bob said that's his favorite vampire.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do like. I was gonna say, as far as favorite vampires too. Have anybody ever seen? It's a Jim Jarmusch film. Only Lovers Left Alive with Tom Hiddleston and Tilda Swinton. It's
No, I haven't.
It's good. It's good. Again, how do you survive in a modern era? It's got a few little twists, and again, it's an indie film, so it's a little quirky and different, but I like it. And I like Tilda Swinton too. She makes a great vampire. She's awesome. I highly recommend that. That's a kind of there's romance in it too. But that's a good vampire date night thing to watch. And you feel like cuddling up next to somebody and biting them. Yeah. I love Bite.
Of course.
I'm sorry. You guys are all boring you to tears. Who else do you like?
I like Love Bites.
I don't think I've seen that movie, but I remember it from the early 80s, I believe.
Oh, I remember that movie.
I was referring to the Def Leppard song.
I like that too.
Yeah, that too. Travis, who's your favorite fictional vampire? I'm sorry, I'm catching you mid-tobacco stuffing.
No, I'm actually...
He's not really blonde. He could do two things at once.
I don't think I have a favorite. Maybe Marius from the Anne Rice books, because he was, had a little depth to him. Am I thinking is that the right name? The one who taught us that.
Yes, yeah. Well, his one of his later teachers, the much older vampire who'd been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, we got a bit.
Oh.
Who's got their bits out for us?
And
that would be me.
Andrea.
Just a little bit?
You can't stop her every week getting her bits out all over the place. She's putting the rest of you to shame. Come on, get on Twitch. Get your bits out.
Yeah.
I want to see everyone on Twitch getting their bits.
They're jumping. Look at them. They're so cool.
What, your bits? Your bits
jumping across the screen.
Hey, yeah, that'll earn some money on Twitch all on its own.
That's true. I did realize I showed that picture of Chuck in that outfit, and I don't think we were supposed to show nipples.
Uh-oh, we're banned.
I'm not entirely sure. And does it specifically state the word udders in the Twitch terms and conditions? If not, I think we probably blacked it.
I think it said nipples and utter body parts.
That's an utter failure.
I can't believe it's not.
Utter?
Shall we talk about werewolves?
Sure. Where's Kat at? She needs to throw her bits around too. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Apparently puns are like to Bob what garlic is to vampires.
Stop!
You may want to be absent for that November 13th show of low humor, high humor. What, Kev?
Yeah, I said he may want to miss the pun episode then, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are really good ciders.
I know.
Okay, why were we looking for Kat?
Since we're around bits.
So she
Need
can
someone
share
to
her
put
bits
bits
with us.
I threw around my bits. Now she should throw hers around.
I hardly concur.
So, werewolves in mythology. Now, where do werewolves originate in literature? Did they just originate in movies with the Wolfman?
I think the concept, although not necessarily a wolf, but the whole changeling, half man, half beast concept runs through an awful lot of cultures, the same as vampirism does.
Right.
I think it's society's or culture's way of, in a story way, representing those people who are a bit maybe mentally unhinged or a bit wild, a bit savage, your kind of wild man in the woods type. Yeah, they have that kind of sort of feral, part animal kind of atmosphere around them.
Andrea, what were you going to say?
Oh, I went to the Wikipedia page for werewolves. And I was seeing where it originated.
Because, as he said, I know they're in other cultures. The animal transformation. You have all kinds of stuff in Asian cultures and in Native American.
I thought I found something. That's why I put my hand down. I don't remember.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I think it just entered our culture through Native American myths, and that's how we brought it to Hollywood. Of course, there's always a transformation myth, the Jekyll and Hyde type thing. Where penis? Their penis.
Yeah, where's that penis?
What I want to know is American Werewolf in London. What's the matter? British Werewolf's not good enough for you?
No.
Okay.
They were all proper, well-groomed and everything.
Terrible about this old chap, but I'm afraid I might have to eviscerate you.
Yes, Von Hagner pointed out werewolves were depicted on the caves of prehistoric caves in Europe.
Were they really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Interesting. I wonder if it was werewolves or was it shamans dressed with an animal headdress. I'm sure we have no way of actually knowing.
You can always time travel.
I don't know. We can ask the ghost next time we're in a prehistoric cave.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. He's drunk again.
And no sleep.
What, Kev?
I was going to say, if you want prehistoric caves, that sums up pretty much all of the shops in my town.
That's true. Except that one really nice thrift store that was set up so brightly lit and everything. Right there next to the chain restaurant that had the American beer that you liked. Devil's Back.
That's kind of local to us.
It is.
Yeah, that was nice, actually.
Catch your 3 bits. That's going to put her third on the bit list. At the top toasters.
Oh, I don't know. Cat's the top of my bit list.
Hey. I'll flip you for.
I can think of so many ways I can answer that, Ed.
That's so dirty. Where are the robots on the bits?
I
didn't see
know.
robots. Oh, I see the robots.
Are there cows? Because Bob's
What?
loving them.
Don't have it, man.
Hey, she
I
says
love how
Kevin and
Kat
Ed have
says.
to... Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I just like how she says, "I figured out the bits."
Yeah. You can also say Kevin and Ed have to share the top of my list. I think you have 2 lists they could be on top of.
Okay.
List 1, list 2.
Sorry, hold on. Ian says 19th century Europe was where the stories really got a boost in literature. There were stories about, but it didn't get a major boost until Stoker brought Eastern European myths to modern society. And Bob says if werewolves have fleas, does he still have them when he becomes human? Yes. But
I would say yeah.
But he can't chew on the itchy spot like he could previously. Just not as limber. Yeah.
Well, it depends if he's hairy all over too.
Sonar.
When they turn back into a human, do they occasionally find themselves trying to wipe their ass by doing that weird shuffle thing across the carpet?
Don't we all? That's why I have wood floors now.
Oh wow! I hope they're well polished.
They are now. They weren't that dark before.
Okay, good times.
Oh,
Are you writing that down?
Oh yeah, I wrote that one down.
Oh God.
Yeah, we're gonna have the werewolf butt scoot thing on our clips. I have 4 clips so far.
I do believe the fleas migrate to the furry bits.
Oh.
yeah.
Very easy.
When you change
Werecrabs.
When you change back one tiny furry bit, a whole werewolf's load of fleas. That's going to be like a bustling little community going on down there. You know, they're going to have shopping arcades, malls.
Everybody to the base
recreational
of the
pubs.
tower, quick! Quick, hide in the shadow of the red rocket.
Red rocket.
I love Navy Dad. Were crabs.
There are crabs everywhere.
They'll make you howl. In pain, probably.
I saw the coolest werewolf thing. What was that?
I don't know.
Grove. What was it? Hemlock Grove. Hemlock Grove. I believe it's on Netflix. They had all kinds of supernatural creatures, but they had werewolves, and it was the neatest way I've seen the change.
Oh, yeah.
It's like he sheds the
Ooh.
skin as he turns into the werewolf, and then he eats it.
Eats the skin that he shed.
He eats the skin that he
Which
shed
looks
because he's
a
the werewolf.
lot like a placenta type skin. Yeah.
It's really disgusting, but
Ooh.
it was a neat take on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that reminded me of another.
That's not that unusual for a lot of animals during a birthing process either.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What is that movie, Cat People? Do you guys remember that?
Yes,
Old-
with
No,
Natasha
but I know quite a
Kinski.
few of them anyway.
Oh, gosh. Isn't it like they do eat some of their skin, the cat people?
Hold on a second while I post
I'm
the
sure-
Crazy Cat People page.
Wow.
Ew.
I've banished my cat from the lounge after last week's escapades where he spent the last hour of the show trying to turn me into a human pincushion.
Ooh.
Ian says that Hemlock Grove was awesome, the most correct transformation according to legends. Really? That's cool.
Nice. I might have to check that out. Hemlock Grove, yeah?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
It's
cool.
not
I gotta
a-
check that out.
It's not a great series, but it has some interesting stuff in it.
Yeah, I'll
I
be-
particularly like the first season the best. I think there's 3 seasons, but I
There
think
are.
the first was the best with the characters.
Cool.
Let's see.
And they didn't like jump the shark too far. Like that's a big thing with like when they do adaptions from books. What is the one I'm trying to think of? Like True Blood. They kind of jumped the shark at some point. And you're like, oh.
Well,
that
after
part-
how many seasons was that? Like 10 or 11?
7.
I'm trying to remember because I know I didn't even watch the last few. To be honest with you.
I watched 4 seasons, maybe 5, and they only went a couple past that.
I watched
Mhm.
the first 3, and then the next one, I guess it kind of got too much. I just wasn't into it.
Okay, so Bob has a few comments. He asked, does your member get bigger if you turn into the wolf? If so, I need to get bitten. Then he also said True Blood sucked.
No, but Ian said the idea behind eating their skin was to keep witches from getting hold of it and controlling them.
Which
Okay.
they actually worked
Ooh.
into the Hemlock Grove series.
And Bob, in answer to your question, yes, it gets much bigger, but unfortunately, like most canines, once you're in, you remain locked to her for the next 3.5 hours.
That'd be awkward on the honeymoon night.
Yeah.
Oh, one night stand, you know? It's all over, it's finished. It's like there's no, well, shall I call you a cab? It's like, well, there's 3.5 hours before I can disengage. So let's talk about your hobbies.
Oh, and Bob says the redhead was hot. She is on Daredevil now.
She is. And the redhead was hot.
Still is.
Yeah. She's a bit grown up now. Different redhead than you there, Victoria. You're grown up and hot too.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Still hot, pushing 50.
We got to go into a song here and start our third hour. We can continue the topic if we want, or we can just ramble. I know, time flies, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
wow.
We'll do the intro to the Sound System Music Hour and also a song by Victor and the Bully, which is a great band out of the UK. Devil's Got My Soul. We'll be right back. Let me see here. We got at least 4 minutes.
I might go.
You gonna head out?
What, forever?
It's an hour drive home, and I'm very tired, and I have to get up early tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
It sucks.
Does this mean I have to go and put on a low-cut top?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now.
I'm going to see
should I angle the camera differently?
Couldn't hurt.
Yes. It never hurts.
Let's see here. Change that.
I can make it hurt.
Oh, and Zombie Cat cheered again. She's cheering for low-cut tops on, I don't know, both of you, I guess. Oh, Kevin, she clarified.
Since I'm leaving, I can just, throw him mine. Here.
What, just like take it off on camera and then throw it to me? Because that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm getting my phone camera. Okay. And Bob says I would be the only werewolf in a corner performing on myself. I don't know about that. There we go. That's lovely, Kevin. We're all doing it. Yeah, got a little cleavage there.
What?
Yeah, just squeeze them together. That's how it works, like this. You just go,
oh my God.
Here we go.
So I had a sudden sense of vertigo there.
Oh, ouch.
I think we all did.
And Dora sends me the stupidest emails. They're like, wow, 376 songs streamed. Thanks for a random update, guys.
Okay.
Hurrah.
Maybe the low-cut top is not gay. I would say that's true.
Try not to be gay.
All right.
It upsets my wife when I'm gay.
Kat has been listening how long? She just started following us. Welcome to the
Better
fold.
late than never.
You know she's been there the whole time.
Right.
We know you're following us, Kat. You're stalking us. Getting closer and closer and closer.
Wow.
Your eyes are so big.
Well, it's all in proportion.
Good
Bye,
night,
guys.
She's leaving for the third
All right,
hour.
Andrea. Safe drive.
Mate.
See y'all later.
See you later, mate. Take care. Safe drive home.
I still see her. She's right there.
It's like a Bruce Willis Sixth Sense kind of way. I see Andrea, people.
Mm-hmm.
You took the words out of my mouth. I see tavern people.
Hot toddies.
The ghosts of years past.
Yes, Kat, you are number 69.
69 is a good number.
Very good number.
I prefer 68. It's like a 69. She gives you a blowjob, you owe her one.
Oh. I was born in 68.
It's doubly good number then.
And we're coming back in 3, 2, 1, and we're back for the third hour. Okay, so this is where we're going to...
Between a 68 and a 69.
What?
What?
We're talking about the differences in certain numbers.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we got going on?
Yes, 69 followers now. Zombie Cat 18 is number 69. Treth is 68. Captain Panty Moisture is 67. That's one of my buddies from the cigar group. Some of their names, they also had, let me find some of their other names here when they joined up here. Let's see. They were very interesting.
Anyone ever had an embarrassing nickname?
Like,
nah.
Used to do.
to?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, don't. Otherwise, it could be a bit of a point in the conversation.
Yeah,
So,
I think
I'll go.
someone, what was it? Called me Hickey Shits because it's kind of rhymed with my name, and
Just nice.
I used to have sensitive skin.
Wow.
So it always looked like somebody had been sucking on my neck, and at the same time, I had bladder issues. So yeah, but it's too personal. I know, never mind.
No, it's all good.
I once earned the nickname Kinky due to a pair of trousers that my father bought me.
Go on.
And
Well,
more about these trousers.
Because I am ridiculously tall, it is very hard to buy trousers off the peg from most stores, at least in this country, without going to a specialist shop that tailors for large or particularly tall men. Mm-hmm. And my dad was shopping one day and he came across this pair of trousers just off the rail in a department store that were in my size. So he just grabbed them for me because it's so unusual to see them. And at the time I was working in security. So I was away from home for sometimes weeks at a time, going from one job to another, doing things like football matches, big public events, that kind of thing, rock concerts. And I did a festival of one weekend, which was horrendously wet and muddy. And by the end of the weekend, the only pair of trousers I had left in the bottom of my kit bag were this pair that my dad had just thrown at me on the last day as I was leaving when he popped round to see me. And I put them on, and they were long enough to reach my shoes, which is the normal problem, but they were so tight you could see the Queen's head on the change in my back pocket.
Got along the other head in the front pocket.
Yeah, on the other head.
Mm-hmm.
My boss, who was camped opposite me, stuck his head out of the tent flap just in time to see me bending down in these trousers to zip up my tent directly opposite him. And hollered, "Jesus Christ, look at Kinky Kev in his fucking bondage trousers." And for the rest of the time I worked for that particular company, I was stuck with the nickname Kinky.
Nice.
So you couldn't get them off the peg, but you could get them over your peg.
And I don't put it most of the way because of the size of the peg. I mean, it literally was like trying to pull on something that was painted on. I've got into wetsuits with greater grace than I put those trousers on with.
I currently have one nickname of Mr. Pringles by the cigar group I'm in. When I was a child in my teens, I joined something called the Key Club, which was like a fraternity type thing in high school where you're supposed to do activities and whatnot. And they got to choose your nickname for you. And they chose Opie, as in Opie from, really?
Garfield?
No.
Yeah.
That's Odie. Opie from Andy Griffith's show.
Yeah.
Not Sons of Anarchy.
It's funny how we started to whistle.
No, Opie Cunningham.
Yes. Ron Howard, who is known as Opie.
Okay, right.
On Not Green Acres.
You're sure that wasn't because of opium? No.
Oh, positive. When I was a teenager, I went into high school at 4'4".
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's like no one believes I used to be fat when I was a kid. Because I now basically look like a stick insect folded up. But when I was 14, I weighed like 14.5 stone. I was a big butterball of a kid.
What is the Kevin? What's the equivalent to stone to pounds? What is that about?
14 or 16 pounds, I think.
Yeah, it's 16 pounds in a stone.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I forget. We still use a weird, fucked up mix of metric and imperial measurements just to make sure that there's no particular country that we align with properly.
So you were pretty stoned then.
Absolutely, yeah. I was heavily stoned then, much more than I am now. Yeah, I was a very, very heavily stoned teenager.
Boobies.
I became a heavily stoned late 20s, 30s person. Until seriously, I mean, it does.
Bye, Andrea.
Kind of go back to
bye, Andrea.
Bye, Andrea.
Andrea's got to
smooch there.
She's got to work.
I already got in. I already got.
But we were talking. So talk back to stones. But yeah, for the longest time, I will tell you all. I used to teach aerobics and yoga for like years. I got super fit and stuff. But then after a period of time, even despite like eating right and stuff like that, I was gaining this sick weight. I mean, I got really bluntly fat, to be honest. But I guess it was about 3 or 4 years ago. It was during the summer. I went to the doctor. I'm like, look, my navel's starting to look funny. And she's like, let's run some scans. And that night, I was in the ER, and the next day they took out a tumor the size of about a cantaloupe. And since then, just been, and it's, I used it.
Did it taste like
cantaloupe? I blogged about it. No, not like the, eating the placenta kind of thing. No, I didn't eat any of it.
Did they let you keep it in like a jar on the bedside table? Like when they,
they did not.
Stones, and they gave her the stones in a little jar afterwards.
I wish I could have just to see it. I asked them like, how much did that weigh? And they're like, we don't know, but it was about the, they gave me the general measurements. I'm like, that's the size of a cantaloupe. Originally they thought it was like about the size of the golf ball, but the moral of the story, coming around to the circle here, is I used some of that in my vampire story. And it was probably my funniest blog, that biggest one that got the most attention, was how to take a herniated umbilical and turn it into vampire material. And it's pretty funny how some things happen like that. But have you all had a lower GI thing? I mean, a test? Have you ever done that?
I have not.
No.
Okay. So what they do is...
You just made my ass start hurting just by saying lower GI.
No, it's not for that. It's to run like a CAT scan on your lower body and lower intestinal tract. So what they do now, I mean, is they give you the IV with the stuff.
No, Bob says, well,
they give you the contrast.
By the way, Jamin said abolish the metric system. We don't want no foreign rulers.
Yeah.
Well,
I see you managed to itch that one in there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God, Bob. Oh, God.
Oh, Bob.
Oh, Jamin says, my brother wanted to keep his brain tumor so he could say, let me give you a piece of my mind. Man, why can't you keep that though? With that kind of logic, why can't you keep this stuff?
So, when Em had kidney stones, Em's petrified of like anything going wrong with her medically, so she's not the most happy person in any kind of hospital scenario, and she had to go for a scan, which freaked her out even more because it's being confined inside the machine while the scan takes place. And so she wasn't freaking right out, but she was a bit uncomfortable about it. And so they talked her through it, and she was laid there ready for the process to take place. Pretty nervous. And the guy who was talking to her over the intercom said, okay, we're just going to go off and get everything set now. So just so you're not left on your own, and you know that there's something going on, we're going to put the hospital radio on, so you'll hear music through the headset or whatever, or through the speaker. I'll be back on in a minute when we're ready to start the scan to talk to you again. And then he flicked on hospital radio, and the song that was just starting was What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger.
Nice.
Well, I mean, I'm surprised she didn't. Well, if she had the lower scan, what they do is they give you this stuff, and then they scan you, then they pull you out. They're like, okay, so now we're going to put the contrast in, and the tech is like, so you're going to feel a little warm on the low side. So yeah,
I tell women
put
that
you in
all the time.
Oh yeah, you feel warm. It's on the verge of very pleasant warmth. Like things are going to happen that don't normally happen when you're by yourself and got wires and sensors stuck into you.
Let's
put
happens
it that
when
way.
I'm alone.
Sorry,
Well,
sorry,
I mean,
you
I
guys
should say-
talking. I was just emailing my doctor to book myself in for a lower GI.
How much does this cost?
Wow.
You'd feel
On the
good.
corner?
You're just bitter because
Wow.
I have the National Health Service, so I can get it for free.
I'm bitter for so many more
yeah.
reasons than just that.
And that's the bitter list.
Hold on, we got to go into a song here. Let's see what we got next. Here we go. Here's Harlequin Jones with Zombie Vampire from Hell. We'll be right back.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
This one's going out to you, Mom.
So we got 4.5 minutes. By the way, Bob asked, what did the frog do when his car broke down?
Go on.
He had it towed away.
Oh. Okay, Bob, have you heard this one? So a chicken goes into the local library, hops up on the counter, looks at the librarian and goes, book, 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 book. So he throws him a book and the chicken picks it up and fucks off. And it comes back the next day and drops the book, looks at him, book, 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 gives him a fresh book. Chicken picks up the book, does one again. After a few days, the librarian gets curious. So when he gives him the book in the morning, he follows the chicken and it goes down the road to the local lily pond where there's a huge frog sat on a lily. The chicken drops the book at the edge of the pond and goes, book, 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 book. And the frog leans over, looks at it and goes, read it.
Oh.
Available for weddings, christenings, bar mitzvah.
Brishes.
Oh. Did you want to see a picture of that herniated umbilical? I used to call it my Franken-navel.
You're Franken what?
Oh, that herniated umbilical, I used to call it my Franken-navel.
Oh.
Franken.
Because they had to reconstruct my navel. It was something. There's
Is that
is
that like police reconstruction? They had some guy dressed as your navel, like reenact the last few hours.
Yeah. Here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and post it to the page. Should we put a trigger warning on it?
No, go ahead. Just put it.
Okay. So
if they don't know by now, there's a disclaimer before the show. So. Yeah.
But no, the serious note, yeah, it was like it would have been dead in 2 weeks. But the funny thing is, it was nice to like, hey, you always joke about, I wish they could just like have a surgery and take all that fat out. No, you don't want to do that.
No, some people get it though.
They do, yeah, they do. I don't know. I don't like have. Other than men, I don't have things stuck in me, pretty much.
Okay, let's go refresh that page and see what we got here. Oh.
Yeah, see if that'll come up. You'll see it is Franken-navel.
Good time. Take a look here.
Did you see it?
Hold on, I'm working. Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah. The story though is, the
Bob.
ER doctor. Did you see it?
What'd Bob say?
You have to relay this for me because I'm not on Twitch, so I can't see what Bob is saying.
Go ahead, Ed.
Why did they stop women from swimming in the ocean? They couldn't get the smell of the fish out.
The smell out of the fish.
Nice.
You want a sexist joke? What's the difference between a woman and a PC?
You can turn a PC on?
No, with a PC you only have to punch in the information once.
Okay, if I lose you guys, I am going to just get some cheese and crackers for a second.
What kind
across
of cheese?
the room. So.
No, we'll have to see what kind of cheese it is.
Ed's not happy. Victoria's gone for some crackers.
I know it. See, the NAACP was right. They told me not to go to Missouri.
Oh, geez.
It makes me want to light another pipe. Oh, we get to like tour her whole place here. There's her closet. There's her bookshelf. Apparently she lives in one room only.
Yeah, I have a, it's called a convertible.
She just keeps cheese really handy.
No, I had it sitting on the couch earlier and meant to bring it over.
It's her friend. It was sitting on the couch.
Cheese is my friend.
Well, for some people,
I do love cheese.
I
It's
love
cheddar.
cheese once. They told me not to put it back in the fridge when I was done.
I'm a sucker for good cheese.
So what kind of cheese is
Yeah,
it?
it's cheddar.
Oh, okay.
Sliced
What
cheddar.
kind of crackers you got?
Just saltines.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, nothing fancy schmancy, but
White cheese
I
and
love
white crackers.
cheese.
We prefer the term saltine American, please.
Yeah. Sorry, I love that one too much.
It's not
That was
original
awesome.
by me, but it's a funny thing. Oh, spilled on myself.
Oh, Navy Dad
By the
says,
way-
"Love Kevin. He is on fire." Are you on fire?
You
Are
know,
you
he's
flaming?
just actually racist.
What, Ed?
How many people on here have Xfinity TV?
No.
No.
Well, Kevin, yeah, but I have Xfinity, which is Comcast, and
Mhm.
you can't watch Comcast now without the commercial constantly. Just press your remote and say black television and black movies. And I was like, okay, so I'm gonna try it. So picked up my remote, black television, black movies. It brings up this whole list of black TV shows and black movies. Okay, so I picked up my remote, just to test it. LGBT television brings up this whole list of LGBT television movies. So I tested it again. Latino television brings up this whole list of Latino television movies. So I went there. White TV, not a damn thing showed up. Racist motherfuckers.
Surely, if an American types in white TV, don't you just get like a list of British TV shows?
There's cooking shows. What was the bearded guys with the duck calls? Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Duck Dynasty.
Did you try variations? Maybe Honky TV, Backer TV,
I'll try that.
TV for the man.
The man TV.
Get like
What did
Leave
they
It
have?
to
Wee
Beaver
TV for
episodes.
women.
Wee TV. Well, that's only for women that have given childbirth or are over 45.
Did you say Beaver TV?
She-wee TV.
Yeah, I
I
said
thought you said Beaver.
I said Leave It to Beaver on episode. Father knows best.
Good night, Sonar.
Oh, Sonar,
Oh, good night, Sonar man. Take it
Good
easy.
night, buddy.
Good night, Sonar.
Speaking of peeing,
I
man,
was
I've
like-
had to let pee tonight. What? You probably have something better to say than talking about how much you had to wee-wee tonight. What were you going to say? I can go on.
Oh God!
Apparently quite a bit
And
tonight.
it's like with the TV stations are they're getting real specific. You know, like Beaver TV.
Wildlife.
They get TV for everything now.
Constantly putting wood in their mouth.
Bob, we'll talk about that next week.
What are we talking about?
There's a British comedian who, in one of his acts, talks about how we've got this seedy late night satellite television thing with scantily dressed women that you can call into called Babe Station, and he does this act about how they should be sued under the Trade Subscription Act. So if you'd seen the quality of the women that were on this channel, you would understand the irony of the situation more.
At least it's not like a diaper changing station. Babe TV, let's check that out. Oh, remind me of the Babe. What Babe?
This reminds me.
Okay.
What?
Sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was actually all I was going to say was it reminds me of one of my favourite jokes by the comedian Frankie Boyle, but I'm really not sure I can get away with saying it even on Talk of the Tavern. So
really?
I might save that for the next. I'll save it for the next Twitch moment when we're not on the station, just in case. Keep watching on Twitch.
Yeah, Radio Real and White Party has no problem. If you can say it on Twitch, you can say it there.
Okay. To put it in reference for the American audience who may not know, then I don't know if you've seen, but there's this horrendous sort of reality TV stroke glamour model creature called Katie Price, who goes under the name of Jordan when she models, and she has a handicapped son. And Frankie Boyle was actually banned from being on TV on a particular station for a while because he made the joke, although it wasn't aired, where he said, "Oh, my news agent's one of those dodgy guys who has porn videos and stuff in the back room if you ask him." And I took home a video that got me really excited because it was called Jordan's Dribbling Cunt. But when I got it home, it was just a 3-hour movie of her son, Harvey.
I think you've told that story on air before.
Well, I don't know if I've done it on air. I may have told you that before. But yeah, it got him banned from British TV for a while.
Yeah, you might have told it when we were there.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, if you're not familiar with the comedian Frankie Boyle, Boyle, and you have a very dark and twisted sense of humor, then go and do yourself a favor today. If you're easily offended or a pussy, steer clear.
That part's not familiar, but Jordan's Dribbling Cunt is familiar. Let's see. Kat says, I know who she is. Batshit crazy. I think I heard about that. Frankie was on Nevermind the Buzzcocks before they canceled it.
Okay.
And it was Mock the Week that they were filming when he cracked the joke, which is one of my favourite British TV comedy shows.
I do remember you putting it on. As he educated us in British culture. Oh, hold on. Jamin posted something here. Let me go see what this is.
Binge drinking, mild racism, casual violence. That's pretty much it. Just summed up. There you go. All in one.
Ed, did you go see what Jamin posted?
On Facebook, yes.
Jared, what are you up to?
It's a black cashier and two people check out in the store. I think that's what it is in the meme. Cashier, want to buy a graham cracker? Guy, a graham what? And please don't call me cracker. It's racist.
That's a nice double twist on that one.
I love how his name. I've always thought it is Jammin'.
That's what I called him for years, and then I met him in person. And yeah, that's when it was said out loud by him or his wife or whatever. I'm like, oh, I've been saying it wrong. You could have corrected me.
I think Jammin' sounds better anyway.
Kat says, I feel
that is
like
a great name.
Jammin', yeah, I know.
Sounds like an 80s rap star. Jammin' D Skipper.
By the way, Kat says, I feel like all my fave British comedies are fading away, and I just have to point out, you still got Talk of the Tavern with Kevin.
This is true.
It's not the
trying
official
to fly
title,
the
but he likes to
flag
think it is.
international inappropriateness.
Mm-hmm.
That British comedy's doing really well. Probably what it is that you'll have to wait for a little while before new series are popular enough to pick up mainstream American demand. Unless I know you watch a lot of British stuff through streaming, Kat, but there's a lot of stuff out there. If you've never watched it, try programs like Live at the Apollo for some of the new up-and-coming comedians. There you go. That's all I've got.
Yeah. Well, a lot of they don't put as many of the comedies, but I love all the drama on PBS. Like Poldark is back, and Aiden, what's his name? Turner. I can't think of his name. I'm just thinking like, just beautiful. Just a beautiful man. Sorry. I got distracted. I'm going to enjoy my cracker. Go ahead.
Sorry, Ed.
I know it.
No staying power. She's gone through a few of those crackers already.
I remember when I was
Yeah,
in the
I could do
national
with
parks.
just one Oreo.
Ed, we're up.
I do remember being in the National Wildlife Reserve and seeing the sign, "Cougars love crackers." And deer love Pringles, don't they, Ed?
Yes, they do.
Yes, they
Do they really?
Yes,
Is this a joke?
Oh, yeah.
little of both,
Yeah.
but it's
They'll eat
serious.
them right out of your hand.
I sent Art.
There's got to be a joke in there somewhere.
No, that's a true story. Do you want to
I
tell
was
the
wondering
story?
if this was going in the kind of peanut butter and the dog direction.
I was very, very bad once visiting a national park, and it was in October during rutting season, and two young bucks came through doing the little antler thing, and I was like, "Hey, I bet you I can get them to eat potato chips right out of my hand." Sure enough, I snapped a photo of it and everything. Me standing right next to the sign that says, "Please don't feed the wildlife," and the buck is eating Pringles right out of my hand. Little Boy Scout standing over there, and I'm like, "Don't do this at home, guys."
Because it's dangerous to bring a deer in the house.
Yeah.
Man, I want some Pringles now.
You kind of lost me at rutting season, too young bucks.
Oh, I bet they never lose you at rutting season. Take a moment. She's a giggler, guys.
Oh, damn. Sorry.
Okay. Wow. Whoa.
Yes, Ed?
Talk.
What are you seeing, Ed?
Oh, goodness. I didn't want to choke on my crack.
It's like a self-generating giggle.
Interesting.
It helps with the vibration.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I didn't want to choke on my cracker. It's great to say.
How the hell could you ever choke on a cracker?
Well, Ed.
Yeah. Depends on the size of the cracker. Oh, goodness. Oh, Navy Dad wants to know what flavor, Ed?
They were regular flavor.
Regular. Apparently Navy Dad likes Oreos, too.
Yeah, since he's 0.4% black.
Oh, goodness.
See, he's one of those white people that just won't let us have nothing.
So, how much of an in does that give him with the black community then, Ed? If he's 0.4%, like, is he entitled to use the word nigger?
Oh, sure.
Oh, fair play.
Is he entitled to use it without getting his ass beat?
I was gonna, that was
Well, you know, come on, don't complicate shit now. Oh, excuse me, he corrected me. Western African, not black.
Oh.
Okay.
He's got a tribe.
I just said if you're from Western Africa. there's a pretty strong chance you're probably also going to be black. Just a hunch.
I think he finds the N-word too racist to use. So
I like this next statement, and we're leaving it with the misspelling. It says I like cool in the gag. So he smokes cools. Do you like the ball gag or what?
It reminds me about, you were talking about hunting, you know, why women like hunters.
Uh-huh.
You know, they always shoot twice, they always go deep in the bush, and they always eat what they shoot. You know?
There you go.
Yeah.
And they eat it after they shoot it. That's a fetish.
Yeah, that's a fetish, I think.
That have been on the Kink show.
Oh, I love the jamming. Catch a cougar, creature feature. Love that. Yes. On Facebook. Oh.
This is where you can always trust a chef because we know how to fill it.
Oh. Just turned into a poncho, but that's all right.
It's okay. We're okay with that.
It's a wonderful life.
Yeah, it is.
Bob, it's okay. Just because you found out you got some brother in you doesn't mean you have to start denying the fact that you eat out. It's okay. It really is. We do that now.
Yeah, since douches came into popularity, it's okay.
Those you crackers are oppressing my words.
So what else have we got to talk about?
Oh yeah, okay. Maybe we can get back on kind of a topic.
No. No.
It's the third hour. It doesn't matter.
Witches.
Yeah, topics.
Okay. Did you want to talk about witches?
Yeah, why not? Let's talk about witches. Do you know any witches, like real life witches?
Yes.
Wiccans, yeah, I do.
Yeah, I know you as well.
They're actually the most chill people I know. Really relaxed and.
Oh, I've known uptight, judgmental ones too.
Yes, I have too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I've known laid back, cool ones, but I've known some real.
I get where you're coming from. I think that's always going to be the case.
Some
with
real
anybody.
witches.
You know, it doesn't matter what gathering of people it's for, whether it's because you're fans of hockey or you're Wiccans or you get together because you enjoy the works of W.B. Yeats. In any group of people, there's going to be some wankers.
Which one of us is it?
Today, it's probably me.
No, usually it's the person that has to ask.
You can only see the top half of me on this webcam. I could be doing anything.
He's using wanker as a verb, not a noun.
But I get where you're coming from. The Wiccans that I know, I think largely because obviously the religion has a lot of ties to respecting the planet and nature and natural forces. They are kind of very laid back, if not almost, and I don't want to be cliched by saying it, but quite hippie-ish in their approach to their religion. So they're a lot less uptight, generally speaking, as a religious movement than some others. I'd agree with that. Mm-hmm. Do you know what we call cider? Do you know what the common nickname for cider here on the island is? Druid fluid.
Jamin posted another picture. Okay, you guys have all seen it. Apparently, we're the only ones besides him still over there on Facebook.
Oh, I don't know.
Me and the tree. I wish I had that body.
So do I.
It looks like she's sleeping. You probably can get it.
Yeah, I'm like you, Kevin. Wish I had that body too.
I only looked that good when I was younger.
Hey, Von Hegner's over here on Twitch. Just in time to say goodnight. Well, thanks for stopping in there.
Oh.
Good night, man. Take it easy. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining us on Twitch as well. I hope you've enjoyed us twitching at you.
Getting twitchy with it.
Indeed. Which we have that show, I think it's October 23rd.
Oh, with how to work Twitch and...
Yeah. So hopefully we'll know enough about it. If not, we're going to have two people who actually know what they're doing, and we'll go through it for everyone, show them how to sign up, show them how to do the basics, and then show them how to give bits. And then if some people have questions on how to make their own channel, we'll cover some of that too.
Have you guys known any Wiccans that were like into spell casting? I don't. I was curious if anybody did.
I know one, but I don't know him very well because he's the neighbour of one of the couples that I know. So I've only kind of met him a couple of times when he's swung by when I've been visiting them. Never really had a chance to chat to him much. But he's the only one I know of.
Yeah, I've known quite a few that were into what they would call, whether it's spells or energy work or whatever. And quite a few of them who were also into Reiki and whatnot. So, as for the effectiveness, again, one of those things like ghosts where you can't really prove it. They may feel that it works great and definitely has results, and I guess that's really the important thing.
Yeah, does it work?
Yeah.
It's
just like we can discuss prayer, and does that work, and what's the difference between prayer and spell casting?
Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
And of course, some Wiccans may get upset about the comparison, as many Christians probably would. But
at the end of the day, if it makes the Wiccans happy, when was the last time you was on the news and it was like, and tonight another terrorist attack in a phone call just after the incident, the Wiccans claimed responsibility.
I shouldn't laugh, but yeah.
By the way, Von Hegner says he was friends with Ray Buckland until his recent passing. You guys all know who Ray Buckland was?
I don't.
The guy that wrote the Essential Witches Handbook.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Early 70s, but it was still
I think it was in the 60s,
it might
actually,
have been,
wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and actually, I don't think we mentioned his death it was only a couple weeks ago, and I had meant to list it, but yeah, I did forget it. But yeah, he definitely had a large influence on the Wiccan community. And Wicca itself is largely just a modern recreation. It doesn't actually, because the research wasn't there to find what really happened and how they really did their rituals, so a lot of it is. And Von Hegner says he was the protege of Gerald Gardner, which is Guy Gardner's cousin, and Guy Gardner is a Green Lantern.
Oh.
Maybe.
Suddenly we come full circle.
Back to superheroes.
Did we start with that? Do we have superheroes somewhere?
Well, we talked about, what was it? Thor's coming out, the new Thor and the new Justice League. Now, early.
Have you seen the new trailer with Hulk where he's talking to Hulk and everything? Sitting there with Buddy.
I love it.
Actually, I keep meaning to watch it.
It's cute. Let's go into our last song here, and then we'll come back and wrap up the whole show. So here's Psyche Corporation, who was on the show for the last Whose Line Is It Anyway? And she's singing Minor Demon. We'll be right back. Okay, and I'll be back in just a moment, guys. We got 4 minutes. So talk amongst yourselves.
All right.
Who has a favorite witch?
A favorite witch? Sabrina, the teenage witch. I don't know why I just said that. That was weird. Where did that come from? Favorite witch?
Ed, you have one?
I have to give that a lot of thought. I don't know.
I'm tempted to say Elvira.
But was she a witch?
Kind of like she was like a mistress.
It's fine by me.
Of everything. So maybe she's, Yeah, I think I like Elphaba from Wicked. The musical, starts off a little troubled, and but she gets the guy in the end, which I like. Usually the bad girl doesn't. Nothing happens. They go to hell or something.
As Jim Steinman stroke Meatloaf are quoted as saying, "Good girls go to heaven, bad girls go everywhere."
So where are we going? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't know. It's 3:45 in the morning, so at best, I think a walk on the beach is the best I could do. I would say sex on the beach, but I don't have the ingredients for the cocktail.
A cocktail.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Oh, Navy.
Very long one.
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about on the chat there, but it says my ex-wife bewitched and Bette Midler. Which
we asked you.
Yeah.
Your favorite witch?
We asked her favorite witch. Yeah. Do you have a favorite one, Travis?
Oh.
Your ex-wife? No.
Practical Magic, Nicole Kidman was still pretty back then.
Oh.
That's a pretty decent movie, too.
Yeah,
Penny Dreadful. Eva Green.
You know,
yeah.
I
Eva
wanted
Green?
to like Penny Dreadful a lot more than I did. Costumes were great. Period stuff was great. Great actors. No character development. You didn't give a damn about any character.
Do you know what? Actually, I actually really enjoyed it, especially Eva Green's character. I thought that, given that they tried to do this weird thing where they brought all of those famous characters together in one storyline that made sense, where you're obviously not going to have enough time even in the, what do they do, 3 series?
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to develop fully any of those characters to its full potential because there was just so much backstory. But
they developed the stories, but they didn't develop. You had a bit of sympathy for him. I tell you, the character that I had the most sympathy for was the African servant.
Yeah.
And when he died, you're like, no. When the others died, you're like, okay.
Yeah, that was the Game of Thrones moment when he bit it.
Yeah. We're coming back in 20 seconds. But yeah, it's I like I said, a lot of the series really well made. I just didn't feel the character development there. And by the way, I have seen character development happen in a 2-hour movie, so don't tell me 3 seasons isn't enough.
Yeah.
And that was Psyche Corporation with Minor Demon. And we're discussing our favorite witches. Which, by the way, Witches of Eastwick was a fun movie. Hocus Pocus. Okay, you know what? Hocus Pocus, really all 3 of them. But the blonde was very adorable with her. Yeah, she was just adorable with the... I'm trying to think that one line she has where she's like... She chants the same word 3 times. Apparently it's been too long or I'm very tired.
It's something I haven't seen in a while, but I remember.
It's something we watch every year. Let's see.
Around Halloween.
Maybe Lucy from Peanuts.
Let's do the Elphaba from Wicked, because I love that musical.
I haven't seen it.
Witches of Eastwick does Dallas. That's what Davey Dad likes. You haven't seen Wicked?
No. I've read the book. I've not seen the play. Just because it hasn't been in the area at the same time that I have money. Yeah, it's just budget. But
yeah,
I want to see
it took me, I think about, honestly, 10 years to see it. Because the same reason. But every time it came through, no money. Finally, it was like 2 years ago. Bleep it, I'm going.
You know who is a great witch?
Christmas.
In the Broadway version of Into the Woods, where I've lost her name. Not Madeline Kahn, the other adorable one from that era. A lot of Mel Brooks movies.
Does she have curly hair?
Yeah. Bernadette Peters.
Bernadette Peters, that's it.
She was a great witch. And
she's good.
Lestrange from Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
Guess we can go into really a lot of the Harry Potter characters. I thought Dumbledore was a great witch. Really nothing on that.
Wow, silence there. We just left you hanging on
that
that one.
Got nothing on that one.
No one's feeling the Dumbledore love tonight.
I'm sorry, I'm pulling crackers.
Except maybe Harry in some fan fiction.
That's true.
I'm sorry, I was pulling crackers out of my cleavage.
Aww.
Damn it! Why doesn't Skype
if there's no video, it didn't happen.
Have a rewind function? Yeah.
Like down here.
Whoa!
That's what it
Jesus Christ! I just got vertigo.
We could spend the last 9 minutes of the show seeing how many things she can fit in her cleavage.
It could take us, judging by that view, it could take us 9 minutes.
Here's an encyclopedia.
I think I told you guys what happened at Big River Steampunk Festival. I may have.
You're about to.
It's huge.
You're going to now.
Yeah, it's up in Hannibal. It's getting to be a pretty big festival, and I asked if I could run the fashion show, and so I did, and then I had my own people that came out and stuff, and during the show, I thought I put my phone down, and we do the show. The show's about 20 minutes. And we are cleaning up afterwards, and I can't find my phone for nothing. And I'm like, okay, somebody, I know I've got it just on vibrate. Somebody just call me, and my chest vibrated.
Oh, yeah.
It was because I have your number if you have your phone.
Yeah, and it was tucked in there. Yeah. I was like, I did the whole thing and totally forgot. I wonder if I took any calls. Did my shirt light up?
I don't butt dial. But if I really like you.
I'm going to nipple dial.
Thank God it's not a rotary phone anymore.
That would be quite a trick.
Hold on, I've got a mental image. Give me a minute.
Breast dialing.
Nipple tassel kind of. Spin the dial way, then spin it the other.
That isn't one of my covers.
Till it gets caught under that little hook, that little metal hook on the phone.
Oh, you had to go there, didn't you?
Bob says he wish he was your phone.
I'm sorry, what?
Bob said that he wish he was your phone.
Oh, Bob. Bob in and out of there.
By the way, let me ask you guys. Here's a topic for third hour, since we have a few minutes left. Let's go here. So, let's just be blunt. Titty fucking. Yes or no?
Yes. Fuck yes.
Ed?
Been there, done it. It's okay. But, yeah. It's okay.
I have embraced many gentlemen. Not many, but several gentlemen.
Is it something you enjoy and you like doing, and is it something you choose to do? Like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, it's just they got to realize my boobs are real, and it's don't manhandle them. You can do this right, and you need some lubricant. So, but no, I like to see their reaction.
Okay, so it's for the reaction.
Like,
yeah, because where a lot of men, it's just not firm enough to hold thing. Boobs are too soft for my sensation for me.
Yes. And mine are pretty plush, so that would be the case. But
it's fun playing, like, the whack-a-mole game. And then she's like, stop hitting my titties.
Hey, Travis?
Yes.
Clip it.
Oh, clip it. Okay, thanks. Yeah, we'll just go straight into titty fucking. I don't know if I could put that as a title on YouTube.
That got really naughty really fast, but that's all right.
Welcome to Talk of the Tavern. I'm amazed it took us till this long into the third hour.
We just didn't have a topic.
I'm sorry.
I did something Bob approves us. Woo! Cutting off the show now.
We'll be left with nothing but the ghosts of titties past.
Okay, Victoria, what did it do for you?
for me? Did it do it just to make them happy?
Okay.
You know,
Right.
you know, I'm gonna make them. You know, if you do for me, I will do for you. That's what it
She's
boils
a people
down to.
pleaser.
One at a time though.
Yeah, not as a group. Please form a
Damn,
line.
Kevin.
And I usually, and it's
the
usually,
replan.
yeah.
It's like in
I
porn where
am
they
a
do
romantic.
the dual blow job. I'm like, really?
That's a lot of work.
Well, and nobody's feeling anything. You're stretching out cheeks. She's in pain, and your dicks are dueling.
Yeah. In theory, it'd be fun to have things in stereo, but no.
Kind of like in a scary movie where the penis goes in one ear and comes out the other.
That happened to me before.
I was thinking of the Family Guy episode where the Christian chastity people have come through town and all the kids have sworn off premarital sex, and so they start having ear sex, and it's on the local. They report it on the local news, and they say, in shocking news, Cohod teenagers have taken to having ear sex after a vow of chastity, prompting the new slogan: "Once you go black, you go deaf."
Good times.
Oh God. I'm gonna post that tassel cleavage picture. Hold on. It's hard to do this with one hand. Type that is.
I've said that.
Yeah, we knew you meant typing.
It is from the book, one of the books, one of the stories.
My days of one-handed typing are over. Yay! I get
Sorry, I'm typing. Keep talking.
I'm trying to. It's
Talk sweetly to me while I type.
Kevin?
Type for me, Victoria. I like the rhythmic.
She's like, keep talking, but hold on, I'm talking.
I said, hold on, I'm typing. Okay, the picture's up. There you go.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah. I do like that. I just, and it is me. When you're broke, you shoot your own covers. You know, you shoot your own pictures. So. No. Never
You're
mind.
right there, right?
My mind went to places it shouldn't.
My buddy Chris is still listening with Stroke Those Keys. Ian's out. 2 minutes to go. He can't make it the rest of the night.
Oh.
Oh,
I
gosh.
guess it is time to say goodnight, isn't it? Let's see what...
Yeah, good night, Ian. Good night, Bob.
Yeah, we got about
Good night.
another minute and a half.
Tonight.
Don't forget, next week, Ed's running the show. I'm just running the tech.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do... Let's see, what's the exact title again, Ed?
How to offend white people? No, black
something,
people.
Confederacy from a black man or something. I don't know.
It's how to offend people with flags.
Didn't Schultz ever do a show like that?
It's a deeper topic than that.
It would be awesome. Like, you know, the guys who work with semaphore, directing aircraft and stuff like that. I'd really like to learn semaphore, the art of speaking with flags, and then just stand outside an airport and just semaphore really bad insults at them. See if you could inspire one into a fight.
I went and looked at the cards, business cards here. Somebody has a card, and I had to ask Jen what the hell this thing is. Sign language for babies. And I'm like, what's this mean? She goes, exactly that. She teaches sign language to babies. I'm like, babies, like, before they can speak and still in diapers? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I just want to see how that
works.
works.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, I just imagine babies like...
I'm British, so like every other foreign language to me, I basically just stopped after I learned how to say fuck off.
There we go. Let's wrap up that show on that. Hey, let's do a closing toast.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Here we go. I got to do this.
Do the squirrel?
Kevin, you got something?
No.
No, Victoria.
To long undead life. How about or long life? That's good.
Here's to long anything.
Just long anything, yeah.
Long anything.
Okay, you guys have a great night. We're out of here. And
Good night.
let's also say good night to Twitch. If you are on YouTube watching this, make sure you follow the channel and subscribe, thumbs up, and all that stuff. Go get a free book in the description below. Okay, everybody have a good night. We are out of here.